be? You're trapped in a new world, Street Fighter 3. The third chapter, so what's it gonna be? The third strike, y'all, is Street Fighter 3. Prepare for the war, prepare for the rush, street fight and blood war. The third of the third, prepare to die for. Your life's on the line, so I'ma take yours. So who wanna blood dance with me? Leave your body wrapped up or even a street fantasy. In the square, yo, you best to beware. Street fighter, we ain't playing over here. One-on-one, kid, you know you get finished. Round one, round two, so come and get with it. Your heart ain't cold stone, forget about the power. Battle this out to the 24th hour. Paying the price that you couldn't deal with. Cold-blooded killers in my lockdown clique. Got no time to waste, we taking time bombs. Street fighter 3 like a scar. Yeah, take your first move, so what's it gonna be? You're trapped in a new world of Street Fighter 3. The third chapter, so what's it gonna be? You're trapped in a new world of Street Fighter 3. Make your first move, so what's it gonna be? You're trapped in a new world of Street Fighter 3. The third chapter, so what's it gonna be? You're trapped in a new world of Street Fighter 3. Yo, rock what you got, block what you shot. Another chapter of what you get's what you got. Enough warriors here to fight, choose one. The best of the best will be the champion. Whose world is this after all? Capcom moving with lockdown forever, y'all. This contains scenes with violence and death. Viewers on discretion, some ain't ready yet. For the fact that they ain't ready, step up for what you got. For the fighters who ain't ready, take your regular spot. So what? Calm down before it's too late to stop. Trying to front like you was kings of the block. Step too close, kid, you might get shot. Only one master is going straight to the top. One false move, your whole game get flop. Only one master is going straight to the top. Something you wish you wouldn't. It's too late, you got involved, but you wish you couldn't. Past the first stage, thought you could live it. Now you see and realize you never could survive it. You're dealing with cold-blooded assassinators. Decapitate your body, let them go for alligators. You need it for your power, over here it's much greater. It's either you push start or try again later.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3. Prepare for battle.
One box could leave you messed up and fractured. Block these uppercuts, they may leave you captured. May the best fighter win and win again. Battle to the top until his life ends. But if his life ends and he starts to decay, may one of his street soldiers avenge things.
See you talking to the game, couldn't be talking to me. I got enough to beat and more soldiers to bury. You know we just clicked in and made you realize this game is twice as hard. You see that with your own eyes.
You're on the way to choose your type of life cause you gotta. I tell you from now, which fighter will be the hotter. I don't think you want this one. Just practice, just challenge me when you're ready with your tactics. High punch, the spin kicks, watch your back split. I see you in the air when I make your back flip.
Get it on down. Select to make your first pick. Get it on down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Get it on down. Choose and pick the best one. Get it on down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get it on down. Select to make your first pick. Get it on down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Get it on down. Choose and pick the best one. Get it on down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get it on down. Select to make your first pick. Get it on down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Get it on down. Choose and pick the best one. Get it on down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get it on down. Select to make your first pick. Get it on down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Get it on down. Choose and pick the best one. Get it on down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
One box could leave you messed up and fractured. Block these uppercuts, they may leave you captured. May the best fighter win and win again. Battle to the top until his life ends. But if his life ends and he starts to decay, may one of his street soldiers
Yo, what is up, everybody? OJ here. Welcome back to another OJ Live. And goodness gracious, YouTube was acting kind of weird today. I don't know what the heck was going on, but YouTube was acting extremely weird today. I could not get the stream up for some reason. I had to change some things up on my restream settings. I don't know what the heck was going on. But what's up to everybody? Welcome to another OJ Live. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Today's a pretty good day, man. We got Super Mario 3D All-Stars. We've got Monster Hunter Rise to discuss some more. Oh, man, we've got more surprises for this year. Man, we've got some cool stuff. Awesome stuff to talk about. So, before we get into any of that, gotta pull up this. Let's go ahead and go over some Ninja news. Today, we actually had a number of different videos. Yesterday, I uploaded a video talking about, what else? What did I talk about yesterday? I talked about PlayStation 5 pricing, the new guide for PlayStation 5 games. We talked about that in a video that was uploaded like at midnight, just because I knew nobody was gonna care. So I was like, whatever. But check out that video if you get the opportunity to go on my channel. It's there. We got 2,500 views, so not bad. We talked about Monster Hunter Rise, the game that I told you guys about 3 years ago. So yeah, give me 1 second, guys. For some reason, my fiance is calling, even though we just got off the phone. Give me 1 second. Say hi, babe.
Hi. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, babe, remember I said, hey, I have to start my stream, and you're like, okay. I said, I'll call you once I get to my mom's house, remember?
Oh, okay, all right.
It's okay.
Economy is not so in my memory.
Is your memory failing you?
Yes, the economy is still in my memory.
You're pretty young to be having your memory failing you already, babe. What's going on here?
The economy.
Did you-
The economy is hard.
The economy's bad. Okay, that's what's happening. All right, I'll have to economy you something to you later. All right.
All right.
All right, love you, baby. I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. She legit forgot that we just got off the phone. All right. Just got off the phone. All right. So, anyway, let's get into. Oh God, let's get into a California smash. Let's go. Thank you so much, Shamsa. Always coming through like the Hokage-is that she is with the $30. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that, Shamsa. With the $30. Becoming the top stream ninja. Sorry for the multiple different streams that went up, guys. I don't know what the heck was happening. There was just some issues. And I'm not feeling this fighting game music right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and move through this. So what's up, Shamsa? Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate that. Yo, guys, we need two more Elite Ninja. We dipped below 310 for the Among Us stream. If you want to play Among Us, make sure you Elite Ninja up. We're playing tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the debut for Among Us. Roundtable Ninja, and of course, and down get dibs. So based on what tier you are, that's your slot. So if you want to play Among Us tomorrow, make sure you Elite Ninja up. Let's go. Shamsa/Evie. What's good? I got you, Big Milo. What's good, Shamsa? Thank you for coming out to the stream. So yeah, we got some new videos that went up yesterday. So make sure you guys check out those videos. All right, guys, check out those videos. Just so it'll help me out. Okay, it'll help me out. All right. So we're gonna play the Final Fantasy 16 trailer here. So here we go. All right. So yeah, we're gonna play Among Us tomorrow, hopefully. I'm gonna play Among Us tomorrow. So yeah, and yes, I already got the 3D. Yes, I got 3D All Stars. All right, so let's go ahead and get into shout outs. If you're here in the chat, feel free to say hi. I'll be more than happy to say hi. Yeah, Gabriel Franco, I got 3 copies of it. 3 copies of it. So there you go. Nobo-chan, if you want any music, just drop a donation of any amount and then I can get whatever track that you want, man. All right. All right. Shamsa, if you want some music, let me know for that $30 donation you did. I'll get some music going for you right away. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into shout outs. Shamsa's here. Big Milo's here, of course. What's good? Geek, what is up? Gabriel Franco, Ranavir, what's good? Twitch boys and girls. Shout outs. Welcome to the stream. That's a weird message that just popped up from Streamlabs. That might be old. Donate to get your name, comment on. Yeah, is that an old one? It might, I don't know. Whatever. There's some issues with YouTube. Dior Wilson, what's good? Toxic Achiever, Young CA, what's up, guys? Anthony Rudd, what's up, man? I hope she feels better. She cried on stream because she was having issues with her audio. Wait, who are you talking about, bruh? What are you talking about? My wife is fine. She wasn't crying. All right, who are you talking about, Anthony? Kyle Armstrong, what's good? Play any of the older tracks. I got you, Shamsa. Miguel Cortez, what's good, man? Welcome. What's up, VC? Welcome to the stream. Anthony Rudd. Mandy? She cried on stream because she was having issues with the audio? Was that worth crying for? Just because of some audio issues? Hopefully she I'll DM her. Hopefully she feels better. I didn't get a chance. I knew she was streaming Sunshine, but I didn't get a chance to check out the stream because I was so busy beforehand with cutting up that footage for Monster Hunter and doing some other stuff, doing some green screen stuff and just testing out some other things and stuff like that. Alonzo Vines, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? All right, we're gonna play some of Shamsa's old tracks, guys. So let's look out for that. Some of the old tracks Shamsa's got here. All right, let me see. Let's see what we got. I'm feeling like Sonic today. That's what I'm feeling like. Big Milo, if you want another track, let me know. You can DM me, Big Milo. I got you, homie. You don't gotta donate again. All right, hold up. Is this too loud? Is this music too loud? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's not too bad. All right. What's up, VC? Welcome. That happened to Manny on stream. Yeah, I mean, it happens. Sometimes you have audio issues. Sometimes you have problems and you can't get things going. I mean, it happens to everyone. Definitely not something to cry about. But you know, I have sympathy for her, so I'll definitely DM her and see what's going on later. If you guys can do me a favor, I have a Twitter page where I just actually put up that I'm live, I think. Did I? Or did I not put up that I'm live? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I might have. Let me see. Actually, no, I did it. But anyway, maybe I'll put it up later. Maybe I won't. Whatever. Yeah, she got frustrated trying to fix it. She's excited to stream it for us. Yeah. I get it. I got you. But she was like actually like crying? Or like, do you mean just like upset? Which one do you mean? Like which one? Because there's like a difference, you know? Alright, so let me put up this live page, guys. You guys keep on saying hi, and I'll say the hi to everybody here. Just got to make sure, like I said, YouTube's, you know what, the funny thing is that the audio issues might be due to YouTube. YouTube's having weird encoding issues right now. Like I had issues just getting started, so that might not be her fault. That might be YouTube's fault that she's having issues, because I had issues just getting started today. YouTube's a massive site, man, with so many people streaming and so many people uploading content. It's very easy for YouTube to break. That's the thing. YouTube's very fragile. It's very easy for stuff to break or for something to go wrong. It's not hard for that stuff to happen, you know? So I feel for, you know, because like I had issues getting things going too. And I think some of you guys probably had issues getting notifications. I know that for sure. Some of you guys had issues getting notifications today. Just in general, nobody gets notifications for my videos in general. Like, very few people. That's why my videos have like low views. I got good amount of subs, but like they get low views because notifications just don't work for most people. I remember I saw one person in my comment section say, "Oh man, this guy still uploads. I haven't seen anything on my homepage in like 2 years." I'm like, dude, what the hell, YouTube? Like, no notifications, no homepage stuff. I'm using YouTube pretty much every single day, and you ain't putting me on the homepage of this guy that's subscribed to me? Come on now, man. You know? So YouTube's kind of whack at times, you know? All right, so I just put up the Twitter post. You guys give me likes and some retweets on that Twitter post. All right, guys. I'm gonna put a link right here. Make sure you guys hit the like button on this stream as well. That'd be great. Broke down in tears. Oh man. All right, I'll talk to her later. A+ content. What's good? Party man. What's good? Welcome to the stream. Decepticon. What's up? Welcome. Eric P. What's good? Yeah, it's been weird because Twitch was fine. You know, Twitch is a better streaming site, you know, but just a lot of us just have more clout on YouTube, so we can't just leave, you know. What's up, Knife Life Media? Hey, good to see you here, man. Welcome. Juicebox, what's up, man? Welcome. Psycho Pie with the Joe. Says, oh, I saw people well over the age of 40 trying to buy Mario 3D collection, sold out as well. It's kind of rare stuff to run out fast at my Best Buy. Okay, I see. Yeah, it's Mario though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I got my copies. You know, I got my copies here. I don't think my wife's watching. No, she shouldn't be watching. I got her one. She's sleeping, so I got her a copy. You know, got my daughter a copy. Got myself a copy. So I got my copies of Mario 3D All Stars. So I'm excited for it. Just excited to. Actually, I already played because I have a digital copy on my Switch Lite. My separate Switch Lite, and I already played Galaxy, and Galaxy looks insane on that screen. Galaxy looks absolutely nuts. It looks absolutely insane on the Switch Lite. I couldn't believe it. It looks so much better. Psycho Pie, thank you for the $10 though, man. I appreciate that. Jojo Boys here in the chat. Roggy Froggy's here as well. What's good, Roggy Froggy? Let's see here. Nathan is Drake. What's up, man? Welcome. Yeah, 3D All-Stars, like, I saw a ton of copies. I was at Walmart today, and I saw a ton of copies of 3D All-Stars for $50 at Walmart, so yeah. I think there's some areas that probably got less shipments than other areas, so, like, maybe Psycho Pie's area in Canada got less shipments than in other areas, but from where I'm at, everybody's got shipments of the game, so yeah. Amazon got it to me yesterday evening. Super stoked. Nice. Okay, they got it to you yesterday. Yeah, they delivered mine to me this morning. Then Best Buy delivered this morning as well. So I got my 2 copies from Amazon. I got my 1 copy from Best Buy. So yeah, man. Pre-order from Best Buy hasn't been fulfilled locally. I have to wait until Wednesday. Oh man, that sucks. Cajun Bowser. Sorry about that, bro. Yo, Troy Perry, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Jaden, what's up, man? Welcome. Dude, I have no idea how much it's gonna sell day one. Nobody knows day one sales but Nintendo. But like nobody's counting that, man. Like there's no way to know day one sales. Like nobody keeps track of that, guys. Like they don't say, all right, it's sold. How much did it sell in one day? Like they go like, you know, like sometimes they'll do like 3 days, or they'll do like a week, or they'll do like a first month. But nobody's over there like, I don't know how much it sold in one day, dude. Like, I have no idea. People are buying the game at different times and stuff, man. It's impossible to tell how much a game is going to sell in one day. I have no idea, bro. All right, what's up, J2 Blue? What's good? Steven, what's up, man? Steven, welcome to the stream. Oh, you got to bounce? Got to get back to work. Good luck with. All right, take it easy, Psycho Pie. Hey, thanks for coming through with the 10. Despite you being at work, man, coming through and supporting with the 10. Hey, you guys give some love to Psycho Pie. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Thank you for the 10, bro. NYC Majestic says mom and pop shop for the win. Okay, yeah, you can usually sometimes get like some of the games early at mom and pop shops. They'll sell you them early sometimes. My mom and pop shop is way too far away. We have like 1 mom and pop shop here where I live. Like for everyone to go to. It's like in the center of town, and man, it's just too far away. I just don't feel like driving all the way over there. Just too lazy. Let's hear Armchair. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Nintendo Advance, what's good, man? Welcome. How you doing today? They'll probably let people know how much has been sold in a week. Maybe, maybe not. It just depends. Nintendo doesn't always tell people the sales of their games right away. Sometimes they wait. Sometimes they wait for like the investors meetings and you figure out how much a game sells. They don't always say. It's literally feels like it's random at times, but they don't always say how much a game is sold in whatever time period. So I wouldn't bank on that. You know. Let me check to see if Velvet's here. Nah, she's not here. She's not here, Shop, so not yet. I'm getting my 2 copies at Best Buy after work. Hey, there you go, J2. Pre-ordered my mine frame 1 the day it was announced. Drove 50 miles to get it between classes. Bruh. THD's crazy. See, that's how you know he's a Phineas and Ferb fan, because he'd be doing stuff like that, bruh. Doing weirdo stuff like that. Just like these Twitter weirdos, dude. Like, I swear, man, people on Twitter. False equivalency is the name of the game on Twitter. You can't say anything without somebody bringing up something that's completely different, try to shove it into whatever thing that you're trying to say, and try to paint bias on you in some way, shape, or form. Like, it happens so much on Twitter. It's hilarious. Yo, I ask a question, a simple question. Yo, who's buying Destruction All-Stars on PlayStation for $70, which is a $10 up from MSRP that we normally... I didn't say anything. I just asked a question. Oh, well, that's the same people who bought the 1-2 Switch. What does 1-2 Switch was $10 under MSRP, what we normally know for full price games, not $10 over MSRP. 1-2 Switch is a different system, different time. I didn't mention it, and I didn't even say anything about Destruction All-Stars not being worth it. I just simply said, who's copping for $70 with a smiley face? Like, who's gonna spend on a new IP $70 for a smiley face? And people are here saying, the being people who bought the 1-2 Switch, I know it's just not worth it. I'm like, bro, y'all weird. Twitter people are weird as hell. Oh, he's a Nintendo ambassador. He doesn't like people bringing up 1-2 Switch. No, it has nothing to do with that. Y'all just weird and having false equivalencies to everything. Literally, people on Twitter are so weird, dude. I swear people on Twitter are weird, man. Like, when I put up, like, what was it? I put up the whole, oh, I'm getting my wife this thing, you know, this whatever. My wife doesn't have a Twitter account, you know? Oh, hopefully, your wife might find out. Bro, why would I post that I'm surprising my wife with something if my wife used Twitter? Why do people think I'm this dumb? Why do people think I'd be dumb enough to do that? If my wife uses Twitter, why would I post, hey, I'm gonna surprise my wife with this thing? Like, I swear people on Twitter are weird. I swear. You've got weird people on Twitter, man, that literally just type without thinking. Oh my gosh, man. Destruction All-Stars is not we don't know if Destruction All-Stars is a casual game. It has nothing to do with each other. Destruction All-Stars and 1-2 Switch have literally nothing to do with each other. We don't know if Destruction All-Stars is a casual. Who says it's a casual game? I haven't played it. I don't even know anything about it. It's a new IP that looks weird. You know what I'm saying? That looks a little bit weird. And I wanted to know who's copping it for $70 when you got Demon Souls, Miles Morales, and all these other PlayStation games that are expensive. So that's really what it was. If you want to know the context, since people are trying to sit there and say, well, and try to connect to, how about you connect it to the other PlayStation games that are coming out at launch? How about you start there, then work your way out? Because the reason why I asked, because there's Miles Morales, because there's Demon Souls, because there's a bunch of Call of Duty, and because there's a bunch of other games that are established that are $70. So I was simply asking, well, who's buying this game? That's all it was. 1-2 Switch has nothing to do with it. This is what false equivalence fallacy is. That is literally the definition of a false equivalence fallacy. When you take something else that's completely unrelated, different price, different time period, different release, different systems, and you try to compare the two in order to make your argument or in order to try to say somebody is biased against something because you feel that, because you implanted it into your head that way. You should compare it to other PlayStation games that are $70 or that are good or better, because we're talking about PlayStation. We're not talking about Switch or 1-2 Switch or anything else. That is literally a false equivalence fallacy, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, people like, you do the same thing, Nathan, as Drake. That's not, there's no comparison. I don't know if Destruction All-Stars is good or not. I have no idea. All I know is that there's a bunch of other games that are $70 or that are up there in price that are definitely trending higher than Destruction All-Stars. So I simply asked, well, who's copping this game? You know what I'm saying? That's all I asked. That's it. It's very strange. Yeah, like literally, people are so used to false equivalence fallacies. When I call them out for that, they say, no, well, you tried to. They're so used to bringing up stuff that has nothing to do with it instead of comparing what's right in front of your face, which would be other PlayStation games. They're so quick to do that type of stuff. They'll sit there and make up things in order to try to make somebody look bad. Dude, just compare it to the other PlayStation games. Don't compare it to Switch or Xbox or whatever the case is. Compare it to literally the other launch PlayStation games. Because what did I say earlier on Twitter? PlayStation probably, or what did I say on this stream or on the stream? PlayStation probably has the best launch that we've seen in the modern, time period. From 8th generation and up, I would probably say PlayStation 5 has the best launch. So with all those good launch games, are people going to buy this game? That's really what it comes down to. I was just asking, it was more about that if they want the context behind it, but whatever. It took me 10 years to grow this beard. Let's see here. All right, so Evolved Banana, what's good? Also, Jay, thank you for the subscription as well. Got a subscription too. Sorry guys for the rant, but I swear, Twitter, and then they'll sit there and literally argue. When I say, okay, that's false equivalence, we're not talking about that, we're just talking about PlayStation, they'll sit there and say, no, well, you. I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm good. Evolved Banana, Jay, Shy Jaden, thank you guys for the follow. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Fire Nation, and also welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. I appreciate you guys. Milkshake, what is up? Max Gutius, what's good? Jaden, what is up? John Wynn, what's up, man? Welcome to Truth. What's good, man? Welcome. M Zap, what is good? Philip, how's it going? Shout out to A+ Content, what's good? Bryson Warden, what's good? Eric P, what's good? Shout out to guys. Frozen Gamer, Jetty, Gaming for Years, Anthony Rudd, Dusty Size, Roggy Froggy, Mega Sasori, Shamsa, of course, Evie, 445. What's good? Synergy, what's up, man? Welcome. What is good? Yo, Juan DBZ, the Core Crystal Master over there on Twitch. What's good, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Alonzo Vine, Steve, once again. Shout outs, welcome guys. Party Man is here, always starting the party. Big Milo Geek, what's good? Dior Wilson, how's it going? Nobu-chan, what is good, man? Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Center with the host, appreciate that. TP Drag, what is up, man? Welcome to the stream. Juicebox, Kyle Armstrong, let's go. Shout outs, boys and girls. Yo, Kenneth Washington, thank you so much for that tune-in tier pledge. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. You are now an Elite Ninja. Get your headband. Let's go, my boy. Thank you so much for that Elite Ninja pledge. Make sure you refresh the stream, get your perk package, get in on our Discord and all that good stuff. We're going to try to shoot for tomorrow for an Among Us stream. So yeah, Among Us tomorrow. So if you want to get in on that, definitely get in on the Discord. I am going to be messaging roundtable members who do want to play Among Us. So shout outs, Kenneth Washington, welcome to the stream, my boy. Looking good in the picture as well, my man. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Yo, Coloco, what's good, man? How you doing? Happy Super Mario 3D All-Stars weekend. So let's talk about this game right here, okay, guys? There's been a lot of conversation around this. I saw Nintendo Prime's videos about the game, about reviewers, and him saying that he's frustrated about how reviewers are reviewing the game. But to be honest, I'm really not frustrated with it. And the reason why I'm not frustrated with it is because I expected it. I expected that to be the case. I expected people to not judge the game on its own merits and judge it on it's not like this, which they did multiple times. It's not remasters how I want them, so therefore I'm going to judge them the way that I want to judge them. not based off, oh wow, that game's really good. It's not what I would want before. So since it's not up to the quality that I want, it's not good. It's not good overall. So it's very interesting dynamic in how you judge the games, because if you simply judge it on how good the games are, obviously it doesn't get anything lower than like a 9, right? It doesn't get anything lower than a 9, I would say, or it would be like a 10, right? It'd be like a 10 out of 10 because it's 3 of the greatest 3D platformers of all time, reviews wise, right there. None of those games have underneath the 9 on Metacritic. So if you judge it on the game itself, there's no way in heck that it gets underneath the 9. But they're judging it on, well, it's not what I wanted, and that's where the frustration came from. And I think I can understand people doing that, right? I can understand that type of review process. Personally, for me, I would judge it on how good the games are, if they're still good to play, and if they're still fun to play on that system. I would not judge them based off of, oh, well, it's not a remaster the way that I want, or it's not remastered enough. I don't think the graphics are good enough. I wouldn't judge it that way because Nintendo never advertised it that way. Now, if Nintendo advertised it as Super Mario 3D All-Stars Remastered, or Super Mario 3D All-Stars Remake, or Super Mario 3D All-Stars this, then okay. Then feel free to pull out that magnifying glass and judge it that way. But they never did judge it that way. You know, that's like taking Final Fantasy 1, for example, right? Or not Final Fantasy 7, and then it re-releases on the eShop, and then you judge it. Oh, well, I don't like the way that it looks. I don't like the way they didn't do enough for the graphics. They never build it as a remaster. They never build it as a remake. They just literally said, it literally says on the box, those 3 games and nothing more. It doesn't say Super Mario 64 remastered, Mario Galaxy remastered, Mario Sunshine remastered. It doesn't even say that. They don't even advertise it on the back here. They say jump, slide, soar through Mario's 3D platforming history. 3 iconic soundtracks play anytime, anywhere. Listen to 175 of music. Mario 3D platforming debut, water spraying fun in the sun. The 3 classic adventures enhanced for the Nintendo Switch system. So they just say enhanced. That's it. They didn't even say remastered, or they didn't even say anything. So they're judging it as if some people are judging it as if it's a remaster, and technically it is based on Digital Foundry's what they've done to it, but Nintendo wasn't advertising it that way. They weren't advertising it as some type of big remaster. So it's unfortunate that some reviewers, and I can see where the frustration comes in, were taking it that way. Well, Crash Bandicoot did this, so therefore I'm not happy with this. Nintendo never put it that way though. That's the problem. Like, they didn't put that name after it. So I don't know if I would review it the same way, that way, just because like Final Fantasy on the PlayStation from the PS1 to the Switch, I didn't review it like, oh, they didn't remaster it. Or any classic games that comes over in a, like, for example, like Sega Ages. Like, it's like, oh, they didn't remaster Sega Ages. Oh, they didn't remaster. It's like, should we judge like those ones as well? Because this is not the first time that we've had games slapped together on a disc and thrown onto something, you know, with small enhancements. I mean, so it seems like this game's it's a bit weird, but hey, it is what it is. I get it. Juice Man Vaughn donated $5. I want to see these people that spend $7 on a whack bleep Destruction All-Stars. My damn self. Hey, look, man, people can buy what they want. I appreciate the 5, Mr. Juice Man Vaughn, but it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, what's up, Nintendo Prime? We were just talking about your video. I watched your video, and like I was letting the audience know, like I understand how you felt, you know, about people, how they were, you know, your frustration with the reviews, of how the review process was going. Because like I said, if they would have put, you know, remastered in front of it, then I would have, or if they put up like remake or whatever, then I 100% agree, you know, with some of these reviewers and how they're reviewing it. But the fact that they didn't do that, the fact they literally just said, yo, it's 3 games on a disc that you can play anywhere, like with some enhancements, some modern enhancements, which they did. They updated, they up-res the resolution, right? They added some clear textures here and there. They fixed some of the controls in the game. Sunshine seems to be like the game that they had to tinker with the most. What was it? Galaxy, they added to where you can spin dash with the Y button, you know, to where you can play it a little bit easier without motion controls, right? So that's it. That's what they were talking about there, you know. That's what they pretty much did. And that's the game. They didn't say they were going to do anything more than that, in my opinion. Now, if you, like I said, the problem that I have is that people are like, where I understand where you're coming from and where some people are coming from, it's like, well, why are you saying that it should have been like this in the review? It's like, you should just judge the game based on the games. Are the games still good and fun to play, you know? So that, I mean, I think that's the issue. That's the issue that I see people run into. But I knew that it was gonna happen though. Like I was very well aware that people were going to do that. You know. Leaf Swiss says, I think you should rate the games on how well the gameplay, graphics, and etc. have aged, and not on what's missing. Well, it's not even about what's missing. It's about what they didn't, what you wanted that wasn't in there. You know. So I think that's what you meant, right? So they wanted it. Oh, it should have been a remaster where there's more done. Well, they never said that it was going to be that, and it's not named that, you know, because the problem is that other games aren't judged that way. So when we have collections that are old school games, like let's, for example, the Sega Genesis collection, right? That has like Sonic and Vector Man and all this stuff on there. Nobody says, oh, well, they didn't remaster those, you know, even though those are like little modern things, like they run in 1080p, they have some like updates to them. Nobody says that with those games, but with this one, now all of a sudden they're busting that out. So I think that's the problem that I see. You know, VC says anyone who buys Destruction All Stars at full price, likely gonna be the same people who bought Battleborn and Anthem at full price in less than 2 years. Both of those games became $2. Yeah, maybe we'll see. What I don't understand is the reference in the reviews to other games like Crash Trilogy. I'm sorry, but comparing another game to another series is never in a review. I mean, if you're gonna do that, then you need to go all the way too, though. Like you're saying, oh well, they like Crash Bandicoot, they remastered those. Okay, well Crash Bandicoot, you run in a straight line. Mario has way more flexibility where you run all over the place. It's a much better game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why you like the cherry picking of the reviews. You know, the cherry pick. Oh, well, this one did this. Okay, but wait a minute. Mario Galaxy is a better game than Crash Bandicoot. You gonna go further than that? I mean, if you're gonna compare one thing, you might as well just is it a head-to-head? You know? Like, that's the thing that I don't understand. Like, I can understand, like, referencing, like, saying, oh, I wish that they did a bit more. But I think that shouldn't be, well, I'm going to score this game down more because I didn't get what I wanted in this when it wasn't advertised the way that I wanted it to be advertised. You know, that's the problem. Because now, anytime that classic games come to any platform, now you have to sit there and compare it to something else, right? You know, so should we start doing that with everything? Should we start saying, oh, it's not remastered enough? It's not what I wanted. So that's the problem that I see. But the thing about it is that they're not going to do that. They're doing that with Mario 3D All-Stars, but they're not going to do that with other games. They're definitely not going to do that with other games, you know? So, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. What did I think of the game, OJ? I think it's good. I think it's good. I've only played Galaxy so far for just a little bit on my Switch Lite, but it's good. I mean, I've already played all these games. The game that I want to play the most, though, is probably, I'm going to play Galaxy the most, but Sunshine is a game that I didn't play a lot back in the day, you know? So, it's a game that I didn't play a lot back in the day, you know? Hey, what's up, Charity? Welcome to the stream. So some reviews on 3D All-Stars were kind of entitled. A little, well, it's just weird. It's just weird. What's up, Nintendo Jim? How you doing, man? I don't take reviews either, seriously, Nintendo Jim. It's just, like I said, I watched Nintendo Prime's video and I wanted to talk about it. Like, you know, we're talking about 3D All-Stars, so I wanted to, you know, I wasn't even looking at the reviews until I watched Nintendo Prime's video. Then I went over to Metacritic and I'm like, oh, okay, now I see what he's talking about, you know? Let's see here. Yeah, they should be comparing the gameplay as well. Exactly. If you're going to compare what they did, it's like, okay, well then compare the gameplay too. Obviously, I mean, look, Crash Bandicoot games are okay, but dude, you're running in a straight line. You're in with very little any movement. I mean, like, come on. Like, it's not really much compared to like 64, like the variety in 64 and the variety in Sunshine and the variety in Galaxy. Those games kind of crush Crash Bandicoot, you know? So I mean, the thing that game, I mean, it's a good, Crash Bandicoot's a good game, don't get me wrong, but I mean, if you're gonna compare if you're gonna compare the games, then compare everything. Don't just say, oh well, the graphics are better in this game and it costs this much. It's like, okay, well, maybe because maybe the game's better. I mean, how subjective are we getting here? So I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Like I said, I don't usually do that with like games that are brought back unless Nintendo said this was a remastered collection. Then okay, then feel free to, you know, open up the floodgates on that one. But I understand, like, if people are upset with, you know, whatever the case is, but I just don't think it should seep into the review, that's all. You know? Master Shinobi, thank you so much for the subscription, appreciate that. Welcome to the village, my boy. Appreciate that. So, a new copy of Anthem is $2 at GameStop for today. Gonna buy a scrap case. Alright, there you go. $2. Sounds like a good idea. Or not. Maybe you could have bought a cheeseburger at McDonald's with that. I think some reviews said similar things to Xenoblade Definitive Edition. Otherwise, Xenoblade Definitive Edition could have had higher reviews. Well, Xenoblade reviewed, I think I had an 89. But yeah, some people did say, yeah, it's not remastered enough, or it's not good enough, or like resolution, it's not good enough looking. Some places didn't even know what the hell they were doing. They just put the game on casual mode and ran through it and was like, because the game's too long. So a lot of these reviewers, they didn't want to play that whole game. My mom's telling me, this is my mom's message. Son, please bring me French bread, like the one you gave me last week. Okay, mama. Pencil Cube with the subscription. Thank you so much, Pencil Cube. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Thank you for subscribing, guys. Hit that like button, too, while we're at it. What's up, Starboy? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Alfred S? I already talked about that, Alfred S. So check out my videos. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and just type in Switch Pro or Switch 4K, and you'll see what I think about there. We're not talking about that today, because that's a whole nother bag of worms. Or we can get into that once we get towards the end. TGS is going to be hype. It is going to be hype. I was able to score 3 copies of 3D All-Stars, one for me, one for my friends that wanted it. You're a good friend. You're buying them 3D All-Stars? Oh. The current meta score, I think, is like 83 for 3D All-Stars, Jaden. Let me double check, though, exactly where it's at. Metacritic, I think it's like, 80. Yeah, 83 right now is the current Metacritic for 3D All-Stars, which, in my opinion, that's a ridiculous. I think that's a bit ridiculous, but it is what it is. You know, I definitely think it should be better than that. So yeah, exactly. It's like Power Unlimited says, the standalone games themselves are, of course, deserve higher scores, but the way this bundle is published seems very frugal, especially considering the €60 price tag that comes with it. And in that manner, Nintendo could learn from the honorable, generous ways of which companies like Activision re-releases their classics. So he's mad because he says that it costs too much. He says that the games are worth more, but the way that it's bundled together, it's not worth it because Activision charges you less. Okay, so if Activision charges you less, is the game as good, though? Are the games as good? That's the problem. They're charging you less, but are the games as good? It's a subjective and it's opinion, but that opinion, this review, is only valid if he actually thinks that Crash Bandicoot is as good as Mario, which then you have to do an outright comparison because someone can say, okay, well, wait a minute. Activision, they charge you $40 for Crash Bandicoot, but is Crash Bandicoot as good as Mario? Is Crash 1, 2, and 3, are those games as good as Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy? So you have, I mean, that's why I don't like that type of thing. Oh, well, it's Activision gave us it for 40. Well, are the games as good? You know? Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3, are they as good as Galaxy? Like, that's this type of review is a horrible, in my opinion, a horrible way to review the game. So he gave it a 60. He gave it a 6 out of 10 because he thought the price was too much and because Activision did Crash Bandicoot for 40, you know? But once again, Crash Bandicoot just isn't the games they're just not as good. They don't give you as much value. Like Crash Bandicoot games aren't as long. Crash Bandicoot games aren't as good. They're just not as good. Like, I get what they're saying. Like, I'd be down for them to take more time and remaster all of them if they could, or remake all of them. But there's no way Nintendo's gonna remake Mario 64 to the level that Activision did it and charge $40. There's no way that they're gonna be able to remake each one of these games because they're way bigger. Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy are way bigger games than the Crash Bandicoot games. There's no way that you could remake all of those, slap it into one package, and it be $40 or even $60. That would cost $180 because they charge $60 per remake, you know? So there's no way that you can do that, you know? You just can't. You can't do that. Like I said, I'm not, like, I understand, like, I get what people are trying to say. Like, I'm not trying to sit there and say that it's like, you know, that they could have done better with it. I think Nintendo could have done a better job with the remasters, you know. I think they could have done a better job with it, but comparing it to Crash Bandicoot, does anybody actually think Crash Bandicoot's as good as Mario? I mean, that's the problem that I've got, man. Like, it's just not as good because there's all sorts of remakes and collections. But if it's not as good, it's not as good. This is just the facts. And if you look at like Super Mario Sunshine, like if you want to buy it physical, Super Mario Sunshine physical is $60. If you want to buy a brand new physical, Super Mario Sunshine on the GameCube is $300 plus for a brand new copy of Super Mario Sunshine. So if you're looking at value, this is easily the best value for buying the games. Like Crash Bandicoot, you can buy it physical on the PS1 and play it on a backwards compatible PS3. You can buy that for like $7, dude. Like you can get Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3 used. You can't buy them new anymore, but even used, Mario is like Sunshine's like $56 used. So if you want the best way to play it, physical, easy. It's a no-brainer. That's why so many people are buying it. It's a no-brainer, you know? All right, let's go. Let's see here. But if they did remaster collection, they'd complain about graphics, etc., cherry pick criticism. I mean, and maybe, you know, maybe, but according to Digital Foundry, it's the games are emulation, but they're remastered. They call these games a remaster, and the reason why he calls them a remaster is 1, because of resolution, 2, because of they added textures. They added new textures. They redrew like some of the stuff in Mario 64. They added some stuff. They redid the cutscenes and like Sunshine and in like Galaxy. There's some so that's the reason why it's a remaster. It's technically a remaster. It's an emulated remaster of the original games. Like if you go back and you play Mario 64, for example, on the virtual console on the Wii U, it looks like trash compared to this one here. You know, it looks way worse because it's not actually, you know, remastered or touched up. It's just the port of that game, and it looks blurry. It looks like it did, but just on your display. You know what I'm saying? Upscale, but it still looks just as blurry or just as like the one on the 64. So this one looks different. You know, it looks better. So it's a remaster. According to this, I'm out of this remaster remake type of stuff, right? You know, I'm out after I got bodied by Prime on the what's it called, on the Xenoblade. So I'm out, but I'm just saying what they said, all right? So everybody takes them as that. So I'm not. I'm just saying that's what they said. I'm just explaining to you guys, all right? Don't forget, let's see, don't forget how big those games are. Crash is super linear and nowhere near as polished. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't forget that. That's what I said. Like, the Mario games are more polished. They're better games than Crash Bandicoot 1 through 3, you know? So, unfortunately, there are some weird people on Twitter that think Crash is better than Mario. I mean, and that's subjective, right? It's subjective. But objectively speaking, you can't sit here and tell me that Crash Bandicoot's a better game than Mario. Objectively. If you want to talk about somebody who likes both of them. I played Crash Bandicoot when it came out. I like Crash. I think Crash is dope. I'm a fan of Crash Bandicoot. I have the games. I have the original games on PS1 as well. I have the Crash Bandicoot games. I've always liked Crash Bandicoot. But you can't sit here and tell me that maneuvering through like a railway path like this is better than freaking Galaxy. I can't. You know, Galaxy and the Mario games are way more creative, way more inventive, have way more stuff that you can do. It's just way more, in my opinion, objectively speaking, you know? So yeah, man. I went to Walmart today and there was plenty of 3D All-Stars. People panicking over nothing. Pre-ordering wasn't necessary. I think people just wanted to pre-order just to secure their copy, you know. But yeah, it wasn't really necessary. There's a lot of Nintendo's gonna ship a lot of them, you know. Reviewers don't realize that unlike Activision, Nintendo values Mario and their big IP too much to remake all 3 of the games and slap them together for $60, let alone $40. People, wow. Yeah, there's no way Nintendo's gonna do that. Like, there's no way that Nintendo's gonna remake Mario Galaxy, which is gonna take a long time, by the way, and slap them together on a disc and charge $40 to $60. Like, it's just not happening. That's gonna take. First of all, that's gonna take too much money and manpower. Activision, they can do that because Activision don't be paying their people, so you can do that. You can sit there and make these guys slave away for $50,000 a year and not pay them any bonuses or nothing. Because Activision hell will not be paying people, you know? So Nintendo actually pays their employees. So it doesn't matter if you're working on a port. Not that I agree with this with their prices, but I'm just telling you this is how it is. Everybody that works for Nintendo, whether you're porting games, whether you're the background, whether you're working in sales, whether you're working in whatever you're working with Nintendo, you're getting a decent salary. And the people who ported this game over, I think it was like Nintendo's, the European division branch or whatever it was, they're getting paid too. You know? They're getting paid too. So whatever you can call it as greedy or whatever, but Nintendo pays those guys too. So whatever work they did, they're getting paid their $80,000, $90,000, $100,000, whatever they're getting paid as well. So that's kind of how Nintendo just keeps their value of their IP and also keeps a bunch of money in their own pocket. Nintendo's an extremely rich company, but then also pays their employees, especially at the lower end compared to the higher end. At the higher end, Nintendo doesn't pay their employees as much as you would think that they would get paid for being in their position, with a few exceptions here and there. Like Nintendo of America, some of Nintendo of America staff is paid extremely well, you know, at the highest end. But at the lower end, you would expect there to be a bunch of scrubs that are getting paid, you know, like 30,000, 40,000, but that's not the case. When you work for Nintendo, you get a good salary, you get benefits, you get help, you get everything. And that's just part of their culture. That's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they do. 80K a year. Yeah, that's the average salary for Nintendo's employees in Japan. And I think here in America too, it's just right about that as well. About 80 something K is the average salary for most of the employees. But I know for sure they talked about it in Japan. The average salary is right around 80K and that's people that just get in. So you're fresh out of college or you're fresh out of whatever, you applied to Nintendo, you got in, oh, here's 80K a year. You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Of course, it can go up as you stay with the company. But like I said, at the high end, that's where things, I mean, they get bonuses and stuff, but like, you know, Furukawa, you know, he's getting paid 1.2 million, which is obviously a ton of money, right? That's nothing to, you know, nothing to be like, oh my gosh, that's nothing. But Bobby Kotick makes $40 million a year. Bobby Kotick makes $40 million a year. Nintendo makes just as much money as Activision, if not more. Let me repeat. Bobby Kotick, the Activision CEO, makes $40 million a year. And their employees are complaining that they're not getting paid. Let me repeat. Bobby Kotick makes $40 million a year. And their employees are complaining that they're not getting paid. Activision Blizzard employees, from a report from Jason Schreier, their employees are not getting paid like they should be. They're out there eating at work because they can't afford food at home. They can't have kids either because where they live and their salaries aren't in line. But enjoy your $40 Crash Bandicoot. Monado Mario says, then again, if VG journalists didn't mention the lousy complaints, then many people will say that reviews are rigged, kind of like how Bash IGN Pokemon Sword and Shield review. I mean, I get that, but it shouldn't be based purely on that, which that 6 out of 10 was. You know? So that's the thing. So that's the thing that I'm talking about. So people out here, oh, they can be like Activision. Activision doesn't even pay their employees. Don't be so quick to praise them. They don't even pay any. They don't even pay. They're sitting there, oh, they charge 40. I wonder why they charge 40. Why do they charge 40? Why do they do stuff like that? It's out of the kindness of their heart, right? That's the reason why they charge 40. Oh, by the way, we're not paying our employees either. Oh, by the way, our CEO makes $40 million. Yeah, I guess that value is coming from somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, I paid 20 for Crash. I paid 20 for Crash. I'm not like, we're just talking about like, obviously it went down in price later, but we're just talking about like the launch price of Crash, you know? Don't get me wrong, like I said, personally, like I said, for me, I'm a collector. I know how much these games cost individually physical. I'm a really big on physical games, and to me, it's worth the 60 because Sunshine's worth more than 60. So if Sunshine physical today is worth more than 60, then this is worth 60. I'm not going off of what Activision's doing or what this company's doing or what that company's doing. I'm going off what the market is right now. If Nintendo put out a $60 version by itself of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, it's worth 60. Because Fire Emblem Path of Radiance physical on the GameCube, you know how much that game goes for? It goes for $200 to $300. So if they put out Path of Radiance with barely any upgrades or just emulated thing, it's worth 60. You know why? Because Path of Radiance physical, if you want an actual copy of Path of Radiance, it's freaking $200 to $300. So it's worth it. If there was a Xenosaga collection and they wanted to charge $70, $80, or $90 for Xenosaga collection, I'd do it. You know why? Because Xenosaga collection goes for $300 online. It's not based off of Crash Bandicoot or any other thing. It's based off of what can you get for these games right now. What are they worth? Physical. Weirdos who buy digital, that's on you. Either way, there is no old digital copies of the game. So what is the game worth? The game is worth this. This is what the game is worth right now because of X, Y, and Z. PE Podcast will make a comeback at some point, yeah. You have a, what's it called? A troll name. So we're going to go ahead and ban you. What's up, Gunmetal Otaku? If I buy Crash 4, I would be doing it for Toys for Bob, not for Activision Blizzard. Yeah, well. Depends, man. Yeah, Path of Radiance would be a steal for 60 on the Switch. It would be. But the thing about it is that we had hella people come out and say, oh, it's not worth it. GameCube game. There was one guy, literally, I watched the video from one guy. He's like, well, I was looking at the prices for games on the Wii U. The Wii U, the games were $10 for Super Mario 64. Have you seen the Wii U version of Super Mario 64? And he's saying, well, it should only be worth $10 here. And he's like, well, they didn't have GameCube games, but GameCube games are, let's just charge it by $5, so it's $15. Why are you making up prices for what games should be? Like, what is this? And he's like, okay, well, and Wii games were $20. So therefore, the price of the Mario All-Stars collection should be $45. That is the... that is the weirdest. The weirdest way to just make up your own stuff, bruh. I'm sorry. This is the reason why Nintendo don't do Virtual Console no more, because of guys like that. This is exactly the reason why they don't do Virtual Console no more. Because there'll be some games that are worth hella more to port. It would cost them more time, more effort, more money, and people expect it for $15. Out here, you got huge games like Skies of Arcadia or something like that, compared to a game like, I don't know, some smaller game. Oh, they're all worth $15, right? No, one of them took way more time. One of them's way bigger. It's not the same thing. GameCube games don't all have a singular port button. You'd have to, there's certain things within each game, how each game's developed, how it works, that it would take time. There's a difference. Let's see here. I'm not stressed out, Santiago. We're simply just talking about it. Trust me. I don't worry about these guys. If you follow me on Twitter, you already know I have my fun, but I'm posting pictures of my breakfast. You know, I'm giving you guys, I'm like, yo, like waking up. I'm talking about all sorts of other stuff. I don't let these people stress me out. I'm simply just talking about it. I'm being animated for the stream, but honestly, I don't care. So right now I'm playing Galaxy. I take back what I was saying. It was overrated. TH3, you're a bum, dude. You're a bum, man. Yeah, like, okay, hold up. Yeah, the Streamlabs is not working on YouTube. It is just simply not working on YouTube. Hold up, let me double check. Or is it? Yeah, I don't think it is. It's working on Twitch, but it's not working on. See, why would anybody say that Galaxy's overrated? It's like why would you say something like that? That is not a statement to be making today. That is not a statement to be making, bruh. If the collection was $20, people would still be complaining. If it was $20, people wouldn't be complaining. If it was 20, they wouldn't be complaining anywhere near as much. But they're complaining because it's 60 and because it's limited. So it's like, here's how Nintendo. I wouldn't say finesse, but here's how Nintendo said, y'all think you guys are gonna get better value on our game? You think you're gonna get discounts? Nah, fam. This is the reason why it's limited, bruh. Because when they already know there's gonna be hella copies, right? There's gonna be hella copies of this out there because people are gonna want it. So they can't not print copies of it. But since they're not remastered enough, or since they're not like whatever enough, Nintendo knows this is probably gonna drop in value in stores. Retailers will probably just drop this in value. This will drop because people are just gonna keep on buying it, keep on buying it, keep on buying it. So it will drop at some point because it's older games. So Nintendo was like, here's how we keep it to where we keep our value to not have to worry about it at all. We'll just remove that crap. We'll make it a special thing, and then we'll just release them individually later, you know, on the Switch. I guarantee you that's what they're doing. Guarantee you that's what they're gonna do. Guarantee you. You like Galaxy 1 better than Galaxy 2? There's some people that like ugly women better than good-looking women. That happens. Let's see here. Monado Mario says, it seems to me some can not differentiate what's subjective opinion and objective facts. LOL, many people on Twitter said that Mario 3D games being the best is subjective. Well, yeah, it is subjective though. You know, but yeah, sometimes people can't separate the objectivity with the non-objectivity, you know? So yeah, man. Says played an hour or two of 64 today. It's such good fun. The controls aren't as quite as tight as I remember it. The camera's a little jankier. When was the last time you played 64? Yeah, the collection is a really steal when you think about it. Yeah, if you compare it to like how much the games cost normally, absolutely, it's a steal. When it was released, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the controls are the same. I don't think that there's yeah, I don't think the controls are any more like worse than what they were back then. But I mean, we're talking like what you played it back when it released, like so you're talking like 25 years ago. I mean, I'm not sure if anybody's gonna remember exactly how something felt 25 years ago. Replace Mario with Phineas and easy 10 out of 10 for real. Roasted. I mean, it could be Gordon. I don't know, but I'm just saying it's just been a while. Maybe go back to the if you still have the original cart, go back and play that one and see how it feels. Camera's always been janky in 64. Yeah, the camera was always janky in 64. It was always janky. Sunshine and 64 both got jank cameras. Galaxy got the best controls, best camera, best everything in Galaxy. Have I played Sunshine? I have not played Sunshine on this collection just yet, but I've played Sunshine on the GameCube. Were people expecting a revamped version of Mario 64 like with Fallout 4? I don't know if that was a bad comparison. Fallout 4? Charity? Fallout 4 is a new game. It's not like a remaster or re-release or anything. So I don't know what you're talking about. So that might have been a bad comparison. N64 Online will be added to Switch services soon. I don't know about soon. Maybe next year. Yeah, you're right about that, Gordon, because the thing about it is that Mario 64 was like the beginning, right? So the controls and like they were figuring out how to do 3D correctly. I think they did a pretty good job for their first, for their first real swing at it. What's up, Kramer Jones? Heck yeah, man, hard day at work. And I get to play some Mario. There you go. Just didn't like how the Galaxy selection interface looked like a 2D Mario game. How does that make the game worse, though? It's about the controls, it's about the levels, it's about all that. It's not about like the freaking user hub. What does that matter? Since on the GameCube was fun. It was fun. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I was watching Armada play it on the GameCube earlier. It's good. It's good. I think it's a good game. Some people don't like Sunshine. I like it. I think it's going to be really interesting to see like the Spawncast, because like, okay, does this game suck? Is it not suck? Is it good? It's not good. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. So we'll see. All right, so let's go and let's get into the next topic here, boys and girls. Let's get into the next topic. We've got more Switch surprises this year, so let's hold on to your Joy-Con, boys or girls. Hold on to your Joy-Cons, fam. We've got more surprises this year. Nintendo confirmed to the world that there will be more partner directs this year. So, obviously, Bravely Default 2, Bayonetta 3, No More Heroes 3. Those are kind of the three big ones. But you never know when there's just going to be some type of exclusive game out of nowhere. What could we see from them? Well, I'll have a video for you guys later. Probably tomorrow morning I'll have a video for you guys. Now that I'm early sleep OJ, boys. I wake up early in the morning. I'm going to get that video done. But there will be more surprises, more partner directs. That Monster Hunter game came out of nowhere, which we'll talk about more right now at this point. But I have confirmed. Do it inside AMSR voice. I have confirmed. A little birdie told me that there is at least one more big announcement that you guys might find fun this year. KH Han. Sorry for being so... what's the word? Not deceptive, but vague. There we go. Sorry for being so vague about it. But it's the facts, boys and girls. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe. Let me get you official shout-outs. I know that there's some people here that are watching that aren't subscribers. Subscribe so you can get yourself an official shout-out, and make sure that you hit that like button. Okay, guys? KH Han with the $2 and says, Hades on Switch is eating up all my time. Jesus. Yeah, that's that new, it's a, what's it called? It's a rogue game, huh? Yeah, if it wasn't a rogue game, I'd buy it. It's a rogue game, though. Yeah, dude, what is going on? Dude, Streamlabs stopped working. Streamlabs legit stopped. Cloudbot stopped working. It just said, you know what? Were we going to work today? Probably not. Probably not. Don't want to work today? That's fine. Cloudbot. Cloudbot doesn't want to work today. All right, let's see. We'll reboot it, see if it does. Ambiguous or vague? Yes. Is one of those secret games. What does that mean? You didn't finish your own question. Is this one of those secret? Oh, is this one of those secret games? Is what one of those secret games? I'm talking about an announcement. So, announcement of a game. So, you guys know how Monster Hunter came out of nowhere? There might be another big game that comes out of nowhere. Now, will it release this year? Probably not. To be honest. But is there an announcement for another big game? Is there a secret that fans can be excited about? Will Charity actually get with somebody tall? Will she take my advice and talk to the tall elite ninja? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. No. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Scalebound is real, baby. Scalebound's real. Super Mario Wrestling. Troy Perry and your wrestling. Troy Perry likes seeing big, sweaty men nearly naked tackle each other, which is nothing wrong with that if that's what you like. I'm trying to just stop. No, there's nothing wrong with wrestling. There's nothing wrong with wrestling. Barende, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Gordon Edgar with the 10. Is that euros? Gordon Edgar with the 10 says, glad this channel's going great, OJ. I get so much value from my occasional donation. Peace. All right, take it easy, Gordon. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for valuing the channel too as well, man. I appreciate that. Look at that. This man spent more on me than he would remastered Mario. Let's get it. Thank you so much for the $10, man. Hey OJ, good to see you. What's up, Shadowbreaker? Physical copy? Hey, there you go. More fluid. Hey, I'm glad you're liking it. N64 NSO Spring 2021. I don't know about spring. Thanks for the JoJo beatdown. Appreciate that 10, man. All right, take it easy, Kenneth. Gotta take the family into the gauntlet, aka Walmart. Yeah, Walmart midday. Good luck on that one, Kenneth. I like to go early in the morning. That's where you need to go. Real quick before you go, Kenneth. Go early in the morning. I know you might not always, because, like, you know, kids aren't up, blah, blah, blah. You gotta, you know, but if you can get the kids up, man, go in the morning. The morning is so good. I was there this morning, like, right around when they opened. Big old nice selection of fruit. All the bananas were all nice. Everything was all lined up. Everything was all gravy, no lines, man. It was Walmart morning is definitely S tier. It's the wave. Yeah, try early in the morning, because by the time that you get there in the afternoon, all the good avocados are gone. You know, they be restocking them, but sometimes they don't. All the good apples are gone. All the Honeycrisp apples, they leave all the nasty ones. Like, there's too many people in there. So try right when they open. COVID, for me, they open at 9 a.m., but it might be different in your area. But yeah, guys, that's the wave. Wake up early in the morning and get to Walmart right as they open. Nobody there. It's super nice. All the self-checkout is open. Man, it's so good. But midday, midday's rough. But I feel you, man. You can't always get there in the morning, Kenneth. But have a good time, man. Take those kids there. Do it. And, you know, good stuff being a good dad, taking the kids to Walmart. Let's see here. It's an old IP that Nintendo's not used in years. It's an IP that's gonna make you say, Oh yeah, it's gonna make you bust through a brick wall and say, oh yeah, like that. You're like the Kool-Aid man. You know. So yeah, I do that with Target. They're still packed. What? Target's still packed in the mornings? I don't know why Target's packed in the mornings. I don't go to Target because it's just a higher priced Walmart and further away from me. Yeah, exactly. If you go in the morning, it doesn't smell as bad either. And of course, it's just better because with COVID, there's lines. If you go in the afternoon where I live, there's freaking lines because they have a limit of how many people can go into the store at a time. So I remember I went there to go pick up some stuff for my mom last week, yeah. Before I went to go see my mom get some food, there was a fat line. I'm like, no, I'm good, bro. I go to Target so I don't have to go to Walmart. I don't know, man. Target's just more expensive. Target's just more expensive. Target's just more expensive. Has less selection of food and everything. So I don't know why I ain't going to Target. I just go to Walmart in the morning. Just go really early in the morning. You know? Yes, the Kool-Aid man. I can't stand you. Oh my gosh. LOL. Why can't you? What did I say, Charity? What did I do? Wait a minute. What did I do? Why can't you stand me, Charity? I thought I was nice. I thought I was good to you. This isn't fair. What did I do? Let's see here. LOL, OJ, I don't have a type. Stop. Oh, that's what I said. Okay. No problem. Oh, you don't have a type? Okay. Charity, there's somebody that I want you to meet. Like, no joke. He looks like Chris Brown, but he's 5'1". You down? Like, I remember you saying that Chris Brown's like your super crush, right? No, and I'm serious here. I have a friend of mine that's like, that looks just like Chris Brown. Everybody says that he looks like Chris Brown. But he's 5'1". You good? And he's probably moving to your area too. But he's 5'1". You good, Charity? You want me to introduce you guys? And he has a good job too. I bought from PlayAsia before. Now I'm in an overpopulated area, so Target's always packed even before COVID. I also load Walmart. Man, I'm good on all that. We'll wait for Charity's response. She's panicking right now. He's actually barely 5'1". He's about 5'1" when he puts his shoes on. Without his shoes, he's probably about 5 foot. Maybe a little bit like 5 foot and 3/8. You know. So you good, Charity, or what? Did Nintendo sneak V2 Pro or announcement during their shareholders meeting? Well, nah, they didn't. But I watched RGT's video and I also saw it too. They talked about their next gen system, which I'll probably talk about in a video separately. That it's going to be a continuation of what they do with the Switch, pretty much. Let's see here. What's up, Megasasori? OJ clowning? I'm not clowning. I'm being serious. I've not seen. Looks like Charity does not. She's speechless. Swept off her feet. Oh, when you switch on the stream, we talking about 5 foot Chris Brown. Yeah, he looks dead on like Chris Brown, just 5'1". Everyone say matchmaker. We'll see what Charity has to say here. A true test of proving height doesn't matter. Exactly, a true test. She has no preference. She says so. And I'm serious about this, by the way, Charity. Like, I'm not joking. Like, legit, he's moving around in your area, and he works in that area. Like, he's still deciding what he has a house there. He has a place that he has there, like a nice, really nice condo. But then he also has a place here. His company, it's here, and it's in Texas. So, works for like barbecue sauce people. Executive, by the way. Drives a company car. Really nice. Ford SUV. Respond to him? Respond to what? Oh, I'm confused. What do you mean what are you confused about? Anyway, whatever, Charity. What are you confused about? What is the confusion here? I don't know what are you confused on? Charity, here's what I said, Charity. I said that I have somebody, because you said that you don't have any preference in terms of height and all that, right? There's no preference. I said I have a friend of mine that legit probably would definitely like to talk to you. Okay? He's about 5'1", and he looks like Chris Brown. I know you said that Chris Brown is like your ultimate crush. I'm like, no joke, the dude looks like Chris Brown. So I was thinking, and he's like I said, he's in your area a lot where you live. But he's like 5'1". He's an executive with a barbecue sauce company. So I'm saying, like, you want to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? So you good on that, Charity? Just like set up a meeting, or not a meeting, but just like phone call, blind date, whatever. He'll take you somewhere super nice. Okay, Charity's okay. Now I know Charity's just playing around. At this point, I've literally explained it multiple times. She's ducking. I've literally said that it's a friend of mine. It's a friend of mine that looks like Chris Brown. Listen, Charity. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. I have a friend. This is the third time that I've explained it. I have a friend that looks like Chris Brown. That's an executive with a barbecue sauce company. But he's 5'1". And I know he definitely liked the way that you look, because his ex looks like you. The barbecue sauce company is in your area, and he works here. He has a place, a condo there, and he's got a place here, because he travels back and forth. So, I'm asking you would you want to talk? Would you want to talk to him? But he's about 5'1". Let's see. I don't know if Charity knows who Chris Brown is. She knows who Chris Brown is. She literally posted a picture saying that Chris Brown's like her ultimate like crush. OJ, your alley is horrible. No, Charity is freaking playing weird. She's acting weird. Will my height bother him though? Does he even like tall girls? Okay. Charity, he dated a girl that was 6'1". He dated a girl that was a whole foot taller than him. He's good. He's good. Charity, make sure that you're actually press the live button, that you're actually like live, like when I'm speaking, so you're not behind by like freaking 5 minutes. What do you want, McDonald's Wi-Fi? Anyway, so what do you guys think about the secrets? What do you guys think Nintendo could unveil? What do you think surprise games could come this year, like Monster Hunter out of nowhere, or new announcements? Let me hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Let's hear it. I ship them gonna make fanfic about them? Wait, what are you talking about, Shamsa? Yo, what's up, Brian? Louis says, frankly, I'm sold on this guy, OJ. Introduce me, LOL. What's up? Hey, what's up, Unreal Christian? Tomodachi live sequel? Breath of the Wild 2, that's not a new game. That's not an unannounced game. Ninja Gaiden Trilogy? Nah, it's a new game. And yeah, that wouldn't really be a surprise. Man, she shook. LOL, I replied though. You didn't see my response. What was your response? I already said the height won't, but I already responded to that. I said that no, the height don't bother. No, he said he dated a 6'1" girl. I didn't see your response. Juiceboxinator. Kid Icarus Uprising 2. Ooh, okay. Kid Icarus Uprising. That's a good guess. But what if it was a third-party game though? I think a new Kid Icarus game is very possible. Very possible. I think, what if it's a third-party game, though, guys? What if it's not a first-party game? What if it's a third-party game? I think there's going to be even more NIS games like Phantom Brave 2 and Port of Makai Kingdom. Okay. Bakugan 2. We got Bakugan 1 and Bakugan 2. Both of them, baby. Dino Crisis. Okay, that's a good one. Let's see. You're reading everything late. I don't know if the stream or something. Okay, well then just answer my question again, Charity. You good? Like I said, he dated a girl that was 6'1", so his height won't bother you. His height does not bother. So you good on that, Charity, or no? But he's 5'1" with shoes on. When I said I was confused, I was talking to Dank and Jetty. All right, that's fine. Skies of Arcadia sequel. Skies of Arcadia sequel. Where's the original Skies of Arcadia? You're not gonna tell us, so this is pointless? No, it's not pointless. It's fun. Juice Man Bond. Juice, it's fun. It's fun to talk about games. What, it could be a possibility or not. Wait, damn, Monster Hunter Rise is $69.99? What? How? Is it really? No, it's not. It's $59.99. The deluxe edition. Okay, why are you sitting there saying that it's $59? No, it's $59.99. I just checked right now on the eShop. The deluxe edition is $70, but the regular edition is $59.99. 2D port of a new game. 2D Metro port of a new game. I said, what if it's a third-party game, though? It's not new, but I really like to see the other Katamari games remastered and ported over to the Switch. How do you like that, Seth W? How do you like that Katamari game that's on the Switch right now? Is that good? Would Super Mario RPG 2 count as a third-party game if Square Enix developed it? Yeah. Does he like tall girls, or will my height bother him? I already answered that question. I already said that he dated a girl that was 6 foot. Charity. I'll talk about someone trying to mislead people. Who, me? I'm not trying to mislead anybody. Is it Mishek says, I know it's not gonna happen, but I would do for some Mario Kart DLC cups. Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. Maybe a new Mario Kart though. Hey, what's up, T-Dude? Welcome. You had red. That's a rumor right now. But we'll see. A new Okami. Oh, okay. A new Okami. Good guess. Final Fantasy Tactics on Switch. Ooh, I like that guess. I like that one. Saul Marquez might have the best guess of the stream. I really enjoyed Katamari. I never played them before. Asymmetrical joysticks was a bit weird for the controls, but I got used to it. Hey, there you go. Buff Ewok. Nah, not really, DJ. But all right. Some people say weird stuff. I'm a human. I'm some weirdo Star Wars character. Juice Man Vaughn says, okay, how about Tales of Arise? Tales of Arise is a game that we already know about. So this would be a surprise game like Monster Hunter Rise that came out of nowhere, right? Because I told you guys that Monster Hunter Rise was real. I told you guys 3 years ago that there's an exclusive Monster Hunter game. First rumor, but then I said it's gonna happen. I told you guys that in 2017, 2018, 2019, and this year that there's gonna, and everyone just said, oh, he's just saying it. He's just saying it. But it's something like that. That's a first-party game. I said, what if it's a third-party game, guys? Some of you guys aren't listening to me. I'm saying third-party game. Third-party game. I'd love to see a new Sonic game. What if this game was announced as an exclusive first and foremost, but then maybe it came over to other systems later, but it's announced as an exclusive. Something like a Sonic game would definitely be like multi-platform from the beginning, right? The guessing game is dumb because if we guess right, OJ will not confirm. The guessing game isn't dumb. It's called talking with the homies. Did you ever talk with your homies about games? It's the same thing here. It's not like it's like, oh, somebody's gonna win or lose. We're simply discussing what could possibly happen, and I'm giving you guys feedback on the guess. It's simply just talking about games. So it's not a dumb thing to do. When you have interaction with the community, talk about what could happen. I used to do this all the time with my friends. So what are you talking about? Existing IP or something completely new? Maybe both. Maybe there's 2 games, potentially. Kingdom Hearts game, 358 by 2. That's a weird name. Exclusive Tales game for the Switch. Exclusive Tales game for the Switch. That's interesting. You know what I think would be that would be likely for the Switch would be some Tales ports. Tell him I don't mind. Charity, you're just doing that for the stream. Charity, you're just doing that for the stream. I know you are. You know good and well you're not trying to date somebody 5'1". You know good and well you're not trying to date somebody 5'1". I don't care what you say here, Charity. Let's see here. Skip it said you're not. What are you gonna do? Put him in a baby seat? When you go out to eat with them? Put him in a booster seat? Come on, Charity. It's gonna look like your son when you hold hands with him. Oh my gosh, dude. Devil May Cry 4 and 5. Oh, okay. Philip says it would be a Hail Mary play, but a new Tactics Ogre game. Okay. Red Steel 3? The funny thing is that he's shorter than Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's 5'3". I said 5'1" on his best day. Knows what places knows what games they are. Says make this a story. Nightport. What about Arcane Zura? What about a AAA Knights game? Who would like here, who in the chat would like a AAA Knights game? Would anybody here like a AAA Knights game? Let me know. Hit that like button too while you're at it. Also, shout out to Campy, is it Campy Pro? 1428, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome to the village. Kingdoms of Amalur. That's already been announced. It's a new game. As I said, mine, Kevin. All right, I got you. RGT 85 would? Wait a minute. What does RGT 85 have to do with the new AAA Knights game? What does RGT have to do with the new AAA Knights game? We're just simply talking about a new AAA Knights game. Like, why you gotta bring him up? We didn't have any. We weren't talking about RGT. Tales of Symphonia remake. That'd be nice. Oh my gosh, Mega Man X9. Ooh, the new Mega Man game. No, Nintendo, there was a time that Nintendo actually was going to get like an exclusive demo of Mega Man, the last Mega Man game. But there was like the tsunami that messed things up, which of course they had to delay the Nintendo Direct that year. Most women don't like short men. Well, most women don't like short men without money. If you've got money, you can get any woman you want. Any woman, you'll look a lot more attractive. Trust me. Ask all the short Hollywood guys. Ask like the Jonas Brothers. Well, they're not really too short, but like ask Kevin Hart. Ask all the people. Ask all them. They're fine. If you're shorting, if you got as much money as Kevin Hart, you can pretty much get anybody you want for the most part. NFL 2K series, dude. I wish the 2K series made a comeback, but the 2K series actually will make a comeback. It won't be simulation football, but it's gonna be 2K series. It will make a comeback though, probably next year. So the AAA Knights game would have RGT on the. We need Evan. Remember like the Nate the Hate thumbnails. We need Evan to make a thumbnail with RGT's face as like the Knights guy. Like that's what we need. Cop Tory Lanez. Exactly. Tory Lanez is so weird. Tory Lanez is so weird, and it was so upset when his tall woman was about to stop being with him that he freaking shot her in the foot. Which is ridiculous, by the way. Can't be shooting people in the foot because they want to leave you. Hey, what's up, Frank R? Welcome to the stream. Was it both feet or was it just 1 foot? I thought it was just 1 foot. No, I thought he shot one in the air, then he shot down. Probably to scare her, but accidentally shot her in the foot, which is just, like I said, that's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. You can't be shooting people in the foot. You can't be shooting people, period, but then you can't be shooting people in the foot like that then because of an argument. A new Monkey Ball game. Monkey Ball would be dope, dude. No reason, Charity. I might get him the PS5. Hey, Frozen Gamer, make sure you follow me on Twitter so you know my updates on stuff like that. But yes, I got 2 PS5s pre-ordered. A Mario action RPG developed by Platinum Games. Oh. A Mario action RPG developed by Platinum Games. That just sounds like some type of like sandbox style. Some kid was like, you know what I would like? I like Mario. And I like Platinum. And I like a game. Wow. And then all of a sudden there's like that. There's like, it just seems like some kid's wild dream. It's like that. It's a Mario RPG. It's like, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, combo breaker, Mamma Mia, oh, uppercuts, air combo. Here we go, 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 go. Mamma mia! Okay. Oh, good, bro. Oh my god, this is a Mario RPG developed by. The president has been kidnapped by ninjas. Are you bad enough to save him? It's like they're thinking of like a plot. Okay, we need the president. We need ninjas. And we need some bad dudes. We need to put all these together. The president has been kidnapped by ninjas. Are you bad enough to save him? Oh my god, this is coming down. I just thought, like, why was Platinum Games developing a Mario like action RPG? Just imagine Mario just like, oh, like imagine Mario running around like Bayonetta, and like doing combo or like to be like near automata or something. Just imagine Mario doing that. Like you have like the Yoshi's within, like he gets hit. Like if you press the A button or you press the dodge button right before you get hit, like Yoshi comes and takes the hit and then like spreads apart, then comes back. I don't know, man. Like people just. Oh my gosh, this sounds like more like a game that Suda would make. No, I'm just saying like it's not about a game that Suda would make. I'm just saying that Platinum Games developed Mario game, like combos. Like that's what he said. Like, but Mario Gaiden, Mario Netta. Yo, shout outs Paul. I appreciate that, homie. You don't have to. I appreciate it. That might be the funniest. I don't know. I've done some pretty stupid, funny things on channel. Maybe it's the funniest. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I would definitely buy that. If there was a Mario RPG developed by Platinum Games, I would 1000% buy that game. 1000% buy that game. It wouldn't even be like, it would be like instant, it'd be like instant cop. Super instant cop. You know? Super instant cop. Oh, okay. So we have a confirmation from T-Dude. Okay, Monster Hunter Rise is made with the RE engine. So there is that rumor that we talked about, T-Dude, which I actually discussed on my channel. That rumor that we talked about, that's actually truth. Capcom is developing Monster Hunter Rise with the new RE engine. It'll be the first Switch game created with that technology. So yeah, it's actually it's it, you know? That's it. We gotta get it right here. So yeah. So yeah, that's true. It's true. So Monster Hunter World uses the old engine. It uses an engine that Capcom uses for a lot of their games. It's called MT Framework. So games, the old Monster Hunter games all use MT Framework. Some of the old like Resident Evil Revelations uses MT Framework. It's a proprietary engine that Capcom has been using for a number of games. Usually like Resident Evil, stuff like that. They use it Monster Hunter. Those games use MT Framework. So that's what Monster Hunter World runs on. It actually runs on MT Framework. It does not run on the RE engine. And the reason why Monster Hunter World doesn't run on the RE engine is because Monster Hunter World was created. It started development in 2013, 2014, and the RE engine was not made. The RE engine didn't finish production until RE7 came out. I think that's one of the first RE engine games. And there's, I think, maybe something even before that. But they were still making the engine as Monster Hunter World was in development. So there was no way that it was going to be able to use the RE engine, you know? So, yeah. San Francisco Rush. Pokken 2. Dude, Pokken 2 would be amazing, Fairy Tiger. How about this? Mario Sports Collection? I don't know if they do a collection. But they might do individual each one of maybe one of those. So, yeah. I'm not a Clippers fan, so I don't know why you're saying, how about them Clippers? So, that being the case, new Resident Evil Village port. I don't know, because from what we understand, or from what the rumor was, it was that it was a RE engine specifically built for the Switch. So just because something specifically that version of the RE engine doesn't mean you can take other RE engine games, right? So They didn't specify, but here's what I'm just guessing. I'm not a developer, but I'm guessing that it's a custom version of the RE engine for the Switch. But that doesn't mean it's going to be super easy just to be able to take RE engine games on PS4 and Xbox One and make them for Switch. It might be just like a custom version that they're going to use just to create games on Switch. So maybe they can port it, but maybe not. It almost reminds me of like a and I'll get that. Kid Moonlight, thank you for the tier 1 subscription, man. I appreciate that. But it might remind me of like a Dragon Quest situation, right? Like they could have ported over Dragon Quest. It uses Unreal Engine 4, but they particularly made a version of Dragon Quest for the Switch within Unreal Engine 4. If that makes sense, right? They didn't want to take a port from the PS4 and port the code over because of how it performed. So they just said, let's just make a custom version. They didn't make a custom version of Unreal Engine 4, but they made a custom game within Unreal Engine 4 for the Switch. So I'm thinking that they'll make a custom version of, let's just say, Resident Evil 8 within the RE engine that's made for the Switch, right? That's what I'm thinking, but I could be wrong. It could be the exact RE engine, and those ports could happen. However, the guy who got this correct, that was with Monster Hunter, Dust Golem, he nailed this. He said that there isn't going to be any Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8, Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 3 remake. He said none of those are coming. So that's the reason why I'm thinking, okay, it's not the same thing. It's not like it's like an easy port. I'm thinking that they just made a custom engine for the Switch in order for them to make newer gen looking game or newer games and not them be old ports. So maybe there's a custom Resident Evil built for the Switch, a new Resident Evil game, which I think is very possible that Capcom and Nintendo make a new Resident Evil game for the Switch. Like, just say, hey, let's get a new Resident Evil on Switch. The install base is there. The sales are there. Capcom has made millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars off of Switch owners. The sales are there. Everything is set up for Capcom to succeed on Switch in the next generation, right? So they don't need to port over everything that's on PS5 and Xbox Series X and all that. They can just create custom games now that they have this engine. Like, we're seeing Monster Hunter Stories 2. We're seeing Monster Hunter Stories. Expect this new RE engine to just host custom games for Switch. That's what I'm expecting. I'm thinking that Capcom sees Switch as a separate thing and let us do our thing on there. And then, of course, we're going to make our money over here, you know? This makes me wonder if Street Fighter 6 will use Unreal Engine 5 or the RE engine. Why would Capcom use the Wait a minute, hold up. Why would Capcom use the RE engine for... Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. So Street Fighter 6 for the RE engine or Unreal Engine 5, to be honest, they could very much just use their RE engine. And I think, I mean, it might be a good idea. It just depends on how they want to program the game and develop the game. And how good is the RE engine for fighting games? You know what I'm saying? Resident Evil Revelations 3. Yeah, that's a possibility, Luis. That's definitely a possibility that we see our Resident Evil Revelations 3 on the Switch. Maybe it's not exclusive, but maybe it's on there. You know, maybe they announced, because you have to remember, Resident Evil Revelations 1, that was a 3DS game that really pushed the tech of the 3DS back then. It was easily, I think even maybe still to this day, the best looking 3DS game. That game looks amazing, especially if you use 3D. Resident Evil Revelations looks so good. Even if you don't use it, it looks really good. So they could make a custom Resident Evil game for the Switch. I mean, people don't like Mario Sunshine for whatever reason, man. Controls, whatever it was. I don't really care about the Mario Sunshine debate. It's stupid. The game's old and crusty at this point, but it's back new. It's still fun, but it's like whatever. That argument's just the argument of Mario Galaxy or Mario Sunshine it's just corny and played out. That's all. But thank you, Kid Moonlight. Thank you for the tier 1 subscription, man. Power Stone 2 remaster. I'm not shocked that it hasn't happened, just because Power Stone was never a huge franchise. 10 out of 10s. Yeah, that's fine. Dragon Quest 1, 2, Pokemon Battle Revolution 2, or Mario plus Rabbids 2. What are you talking about, Terry Twist? You talking about just games that you think could happen? Do you think Nintendo paid for all this? Paid for all that? Nah. What, the RE engine and all that? Hell no. I mean, they probably help marketing with Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah, they're probably helping out with marketing fees or marketing costs, giving them good position on the boards and stuff like that. But I don't think they didn't pay for Capcom to make an RE engine. Nah, because Capcom asked for more RAM, and Nintendo said okay. So that was their payment right there. Capcom said put more RAM in the system. So Nintendo said okay, we'll put more RAM in the system, which cost Nintendo billions of dollars or millions of billions of dollars to do that. So then they did that. Okay, so then now Capcom's like, all right, now we're gonna start building our engines and stuff for it, you know. So no, Nintendo isn't gonna pay for somebody else's engine. That's ridiculous. Like, why? You're the developer or you're the publisher. Capcom. By the way, guys, Capcom has an insane amount of money. Like, you'd be surprised how much money Capcom has. Capcom has a ton of money. They have done one of the biggest turnarounds that I've seen from a publisher do in gaming history. They went from not having much, well, not having much, but basically being kind of like Sega at times, although Sega has a lot of money too. But Capcom has insane amounts of money, you know? Their money that they make off of Monster Hunter World and Resident Evil is nuts. You know, they make a lot of money off those franchises and reselling like their old games and stuff like that. People will always be buying Capcom crap. So yeah, Capcom doesn't need Nintendo's money for an engine. They'll do it themselves. It's possible that we see more GameCube emulated games on there. Yeah. Demon Souls looked alright, but it didn't look $70 alright for me, at least. That's because Capcom never let it become big. Well, I mean, there was 2 games. There was on the Dreamcast, so I don't know what else they can do. Maybe Power Stone comes back, but I mean, the problem with Power Stone coming back is that it's never going to be as good as Smash Brothers, and people are just going to compare it to it. Yes, Xbox Series X pre-orders will sell like crazy. Alright, if you guys got random Q&A, go ahead and put them in the chat. You can tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence, just PlayerEssence by itself. I'll be more than happy to answer you guys' questions, alright? More than happy to answer you guys' questions. Mario 64 trending. Of the new Dragon Quest card game, North America announced. Okay, where's VC at? VC out here playing the game in Japanese. Now you can finally understand what's going on. There you go. Let me see. Monster Hunter Rise Collector's Edition pre-orders. Open. I definitely gotta pre-order that. It's $70. That's not bad for the... oh, it's at GameStop. Where's that Dragon Quest news at? I'm trying to look for it. Where's it at? Where'd you see that at? Gematsu? Just waiting for Monster Hunter Rise physical pre-orders to drop already. They're up at GameStop. Do you think they'll add any features to Nintendo Online this year? More likely 2021, maybe. I have no problem understanding Japanese in the Dragon Quest Rivals and successor to Dragon Quest Rivals Ace. Of course. Okay, you don't speak Japanese, VC. Okay, Captain Tsubasa out here selling 500,000 units plus. Okay. Soccer game. Wow. No, I'm saying it's gonna get announced? Question mark. Is it gonna get announced? Probably not, man. If they haven't announced it at this point, like, we still waiting for Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2 on the Switch to be localized, right? So if that game hasn't been announced yet or hasn't came out yet, then when's this one gonna happen, you know? Why would someone compare Power Stone to Smash? Because they're both kind of like action platforming style of games. Not platforming, but like where you running around an arena and fight. People definitely compared it back in the day. But they are fundamentally different, but they're kind of similar too. I think if somebody who likes Smash Brothers, they might like Power Stone too. But yeah, they're not exactly the same. I'll be the first person, but I think people will definitely compare it to Smash Brothers. But Power Stone's great though. It's a great game. It was very unique back in the day when it came out. Let's see. How much do you think the Xbox Series X and how much do you think the Xbox Series X and Xbox and Series S? How much do I think what? You're just saying GLW. You're just saying how much do you sales? What do you mean? Mario All Stars being sold out everywhere. UK, it's been really easy to get a hold of. Mario All Stars isn't sold out everywhere though. I don't know who's saying that, but it's really not. Maybe you watched a couple of YouTubers that made a video off of the base, that Amazon, that UK base place or whatever. You know, like there was that, but there wasn't. I mean, that was just one place that I never heard of before, but it's pretty much everywhere else. Yeah, I'm already aware Michael Ansel is retired. Good for him. I wish DQ card game was in the US, but it'll never happen. We didn't get MMO. Yeah. Price? Sorry. How much do you think the Xbox Series? They're already priced, dude. You don't know the prices? The Xbox Series S is the weaker system. It's $299. The Xbox Series X is the stronger system. It's $499. So the price has already been announced for a while now, man. All right, take it easy, Shamsa. Thanks for coming out to the stream. I appreciate you, Shamsa. I really do. Thank you for coming out to the stream. You guys give some love, respect, and emotes to Shamsa with the support, like always. Later, Evie. It's funny, some people, we'll be back, hey, Shamsa, we'll be back tomorrow morning. So I'm going to go to sleep hella early. So we're going to have an early stream tomorrow. Because I'm not trying to be streaming like all the way up to the freaking Spawncast. I hate streaming I hate going like streaming. We start like at noon or like 1 o'clock. And then I got to stream. And then there's like barely any break. And then the Spawncast starts. And then I'm there for like 3 hours plus or whatever. Like that's like too much on Saturday. Like I ain't trying to do all that. So what we're going to do is that I'm going to wake up early. Going to eat breakfast. Going to exercise. Going to get all my stuff done that I need to get done. Errands. Whatever the case is. And then I'll stream early, and then we'll finish early, and then I'll have a nice break before the Spawncast starts, like a nice 5-hour break. Cause I'm gonna stream like 10 a.m. So we'll stream for a few hours. I got you, Juice Man. It's funny, some people complaining about $70 games for PS5 when we were kids. Parents bought us a lot of the games cartridges that were $60. Your parents bought you that. My parents did not buy me full price games. Games were insane. Cartridges were super, super expensive. And while your parents bought you that, my parents definitely didn't. I almost never got games day one because they were too expensive back in the day. We would rent games. That's what we did. We would rent them. Back then, renting was way more prevalent. You used to have video game rental place. Used to have mom and pop shops, Video City, Circuit City. Used to have everything. Back in the day, games were way more, I would just say like playing games were way more affordable at times because you didn't have to own the game. You just needed to rent it for a weekend because you had school. So it wasn't like in today's day, obviously you're an adult, you can buy what you want, you can play whatever you want, but even a lot of us have school, a lot of us don't have time to play games right now anyway during the day. But back then, we didn't need to own the games. You just needed to rent them. You can rent them 10 weeks in a row, beat the game, and that'll be that. You don't need to buy the game for $80 or $70 or whatever the case is, because you can usually beat it in a weekend, or you can rent it twice. And it was $3 at Video City. When I was a kid growing up, we used to rent video games at Video City. It wasn't even $3. It was $2.50, $2.50 for a weekend rental from Friday, Saturday, and then you bring it back Monday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So yeah, a weekend rental was $2 to $3. I know it was somewhere in between that range. I think at the tops it was like maybe $4, but I think I remember paying $3 for a weekend rental. So it was like basically like $1 a day for the game. And they had a fat selection of games. They had a big old fat selection of Super Nintendo games. You heard what your friends said at school, what were the cool games. If one Video City didn't have it, get on your bike, go to the next Video City. That's what me and my brother did. We would walk, or we would take our bikes to Video Cities, and we would rent the games, and that was that. So your parents did that, but my parents weren't crazy enough to sit there and be buying $80, $90 cartridges. No, that didn't happen with me. They would give us a couple dollars after doing our chores, and we would rent games. And we would beat. That's actually how I beat Chrono Trigger first, was renting it. We rented it, I think, 5 times in a row, which was still cheaper than buying the game, because 5 times 3 is $15. You know what I'm saying? So, so we would just rent the game multiple times. You know what I'm saying? We would just rent the game, rent the game, rent the game, rent the game, rent the game. And that would be that, you know? Yeah, Blockbuster was always trash, but yeah. I would want the resolution for Monster Hunter Rise, probably 900p or 1080p. I would what? You want, or resolution? I mean, I don't know what the resolution is gonna be. We'll see. It's probably gonna be dynamic, dude. Game Crazy. Yeah, Game Crazy was a little bit newer. That came in later when I was older, but when I was like really young, we're talking like, you know, back in the day. We're talking like 70s, 80s, and all that stuff like that. You know, 70s, 80s, early 90s when we used to go back. Like before that though, like 80s, it was like arcades, you know. So it was like arcades, and like there were mom and pop rental shops. I used to go to a mom and pop rental shop. I used to go to this mom and pop shop where I would rent NES cartridges. We would rent them, but we had my dad went to a yard sale, and they were selling just a big box of like 50 NES games for like $20 or $30. So my dad bought the big box. Some of them worked, some of them didn't, and that's like I still have those games to this day. I still have a lot of them. They're actually all down here. So these are the games that my dad bought for me back in the day from like yard sales. You would just go buy them. I had a whole fat rack down here below of just various NES, you know, cartridges that my dad bought. Look, we got RoboCop. This looks so cool back in the day, man. When I saw this, I was like, oh snap, RoboCop. You play the game and you're like, man, man, RoboCop, the movie's much better. So that's how it was back in the day, man. Back in the day. Look, we got Arch Rivals. Look at this. We got Arch Rivals. This is like the precursor to like NBA Jam, guys. So this is before NBA Jam. NBA Jam got real popular, but before NBA Jam, we used to play Arch Rivals back in the day. Y'all sitting here telling me that I'm not old. I'm over here. You guys know I'm old if I'm pulling out Arch Rivals. We got some more though. We got some more cartridges. See, look, we got some. This is a classic banger right here. You guys, I think a lot of you guys know about this game, huh? What y'all know about this game? Metroid. Speaking of Metroid, Juice Man Vaughn. Hey, what's up, Arash? Hey, Charity, Arash is here. Best Buy doing homework. You playing 3D All Stars? Yeah, I play Galaxy. Look at this game too, guys. Ooh, we got some bangers. We got some bangers, boys and girls. We got some bangers. I think some of this still has like some crusty food from when I was eating like cereal or something back in the day. There might be like, I remember I was eating cereal and I think I probably like accidentally like got my finger on like the cereal. I think there's still some like crusty cereal right here in the corner. You know? It's all good, man. These were the days right here, man. The 80s. These were the days. Look, we got Bubble Bobble. Y'all know about this game. This game actually got a remake or whatever recently. Another really good game. How do you guys say this? Do you guys say Gradius or do you guys say Gradius? Gradius or Gradius? How do you guys pronounce it? Everybody always pronounced it completely different when I was growing up. I got some more NES games. You guys want to see some more bangers? Potential bangers? Look at this one. This one has This one's the best one. Check this out. Iron Sword Wizard and Warriors 2. It has Fabio on the cover. Look. It's Fabio. They actually legit got Fabio to be on the cover of this game, dude. Oh, this one's a good one too. This is old school Capcom. Oh, yeah, double dribble. Yeah, I got double dribble. Gunsmoke. What y'all know about Gunsmoke? Gunsmoke. Oh, this one's a banger too. This one used to piss kids off back in the day, man. This one used to piss kids off so much. Y'all remember this? It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, this game is based off of the original comics or whatever, where they all had the same red color, but they were different. But they all had the bandanas that were red. The art is based off of that. Although they're different when you play them in the game. They have their colors or whatever. But the art was based off of the original comic, or one of the comics where they all wore the same, you know, headband with the stuff or whatever. TMNT 1. This game is so frustrating. It's a good game, and we thought it was really good. But oh my gosh, this game is hard, man. We loved and we hated it because it was the Turtles, man. You get to use, you know, you get to fight all the different, you know, it was the Turtles, you know? So it was fun because of the Turtles, but Donatello is the only character that's even worth anything in this game. Donatello's the only character because of his bow. Raphael's size are way too small. You can't hit anybody. So Donatello is the best character in this game, and you need Donatello to win. You need Donatello to win. And the funny thing is, yeah, he's OP, but it's still a hard game, you know? Unless you know exactly what you're doing. You know? Oh, who knows this one? Who knows this one? Who knows this one? These crusty games, dude. I swear these games got food in them from when me and my brother were young back in the day, dude. Because remember, guys, this is 1985. Look at this. I know it's kind of blurry, but we're talking literally 85 when we were out here playing these games, man. This is old school. Solar Jetman. Who knows about this game, Solar Jetman? Leonardo is usable too. Yeah, he's usable because his sword range. It just goes based off of their hitboxes. Whoever has the smallest weapons are the worst. Raphael's the worst. Michelangelo's next. Leonardo, and then Donatello's the best. Solar Jetman. The controls in this game were weird. But check this out. You know what Solar Jetman was? Solar Jetman was like... It was like No Man's Sky or something like that. It was like a really, really crappy version of No Man's Sky. So basically you had two types of ways that you can play this game. You would go to, look at the planets, right? See like the red and all that? See the red planets? So you would go to these weird planets and you would get out on foot sometimes, but then other times you have to carry resources back. And the controls were really wobbly and weird controls for Solar Jetman. It was a really weird game, but it was like a No Man's Sky type of game back then, you know, in 80 something or whatever, you know? But we played this game a lot because me and my brother, we loved space. Back then, space was way cooler than it is right now. Like, kids don't think space is cool today because they think like, you know, doing other stuff like TikTok, oh, that's getting banned. But they think that like, you know, social media is cool and this and that. But back then, people wanted to be astronauts, you know? When I was growing up, people wanted to be astronauts. People wanted to go out into space. People thought space was dope. People don't think space is dope anymore, you know? But in the 80s and in the 90s and in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, space was like, it was like infinite. It was so much fun. But now it's like, it's different because we have like virtual reality. We have all sorts of stuff. But back then, space was so dope. So any games there were so many games based off of space in the 80s, you know, and in the 90s, you know? That's like a lot of people's childhood dream. Was astronaut, because you get to float around, you know? You get to just float around in space. That was dope. But kids today, they don't care about space, you know? They think Earth is just Earth. But back then, we used to think about aliens a lot, you know? We used to think about aliens, UFOs, space, all that stuff. Kids today don't care, you know? But back then, we used to think about that a lot. fools. All of them. Yeah, man. So, hey, hold up. I got a couple more. I got some more. I want to show you guys. This is memory lane, dude. Oh, here we go. I remember I was referencing this game, guys. I was referencing this game. The president has been kidnapped by ninjas. Are you bad enough to save them? Bad dudes. It's like Double Dragon, but crappy. Bad dudes. I'm bad. And you said when you boot up the game, I'm bad. Look at this guy. He's like, I'm bad. You're fighting against, exactly, the president's been kidnapped by ninjas. Look, you know it's ninjas because he's got a shuriken right there. So you're fighting against ninjas. See, look, he's got the hood on him. You're fighting against ninjas, man. I'm bad. That's what he used to say every time that you, top arcade hit. Oh, man, with the tank tops. Yeah, it was like a really crappy version of Double Dragon. They tried to cash in on the Double Dragon craze, you know? It looks bad. It wasn't a good game. But me and my brother played it all the time. Because like, wait a minute, we're bad. We wear tank tops. We got muscles. I'm bad. I'm gonna fight these ninjas. Game sucked though. But we played it. We played the hell out of it. Dude, me and my brother, we played the hell out of this game. And we thought it was good. Even though it wasn't. But we thought it was good. We were like, no, this game's good. We just suck. That was the attitude back then. Like, games sucked. But like, if you failed, it was like, yo, this game sucks, but it's because I suck too, so I gotta get better. Oh, y'all know about this. We don't have I have the other version, but I can't find it. But Mike Tyson's Punch Out. This is the regular Punch Out. But I have Mike Tyson's Punch Out too. Bad dudes. All right, here we got the original Dr. Mario. Is it hard to see? Huh? Is it hard to pee? No. I am diagnosing you with HPV. Aw. Dr. Mario? That music was banging in Dr. Mario, dude. It was so good. See, now we got a bang. Now we got two back-to-back bangers. These were, you go to school and you tell everybody how awesome you are, what your total was, points, high score. You have to let people know. These two games were the hits, man. Contra and Double Dragon 2, baby. Oh, man. Me and my brother literally spent lifetimes playing these two games because they were co-op. You had, back then in the day, you had to have local, well, there was no online play. You had to have local multiplayer co-op. Otherwise, people are going to be upset because, you know, you're not going to, because somebody's going to want to play. Co-op games with the fam, with the brother. If you've got a brother or a sister or whatever, that's it. These were the games. Double Dragon 2 and Contra, and the music. Double Dragon music. Let me for those who don't know, Double Dragon music is a banger. Like, yo, check this out, guys. Let's play this. Let's just play this one right here. Hold up. The arcade? Oh, this is the old. This is not the good one. No, this is not. Oh, here we go. The music is. Let me try the NES Double Dragon 2 NES theme. This music was a banger. Hold up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. This one too. This music got you. The little bleeps and bloops. It got you hyped, and all this Japanese signs. You felt like you were gonna freaking be like Mr. Miyagi, like it was Cobra Kai, Karate Kid. Nobody's gonna stop you today from saving your girlfriend. Like when you saw this, the revenge, man, you were ready. You were ready. That 2 in the background? It's like, wait a minute. We conquered 1, but they're back? It was like an adventure. Games today, everybody's on like, oh, by 900, I want 10K. I want 9,000 frame rate. I want, oh, there's not moving. I saw a pixel move up and down. Back then, you were like, I'm gonna kick this ninja's ass, and I'm gonna freaking save my girlfriend. There wasn't pixels. There wasn't anything. It was about the experience. You weren't worried about all that. You had important business to take care of. That's why I can't be standing these Twitter gamers these days. Back then, it was the revenge. It was serious. I don't take games seriously now because you can't take today's game seriously. It's impossible. But back then, it was serious. Oh my gosh. Nightshade with the $10 with the Joe says, let's go. What a great day to be a gamer Nintendo fan. It is a really good day, man. It's a good day. It's a good today. I'm telling you, man. That's how it was back then, dude. I miss those days though. Like those days, because there was, I mean, yeah, we had Bit Wars, but it wasn't the same, you know? It just wasn't. Thank you for the 10 though, Mr. Nightshade, man. Yeah, he's right though. So many nitpicks on the smallest things. Yeah, like zero diagonal jumping. You actually, with the NES controller and Double Dragon, you could do a little bit of diagonal jumping, a little bit. Wasn't the easiest though. Wasn't the easiest. But yeah, a lot of games didn't have it. It was just straight up like, you know, it was just shout outs, Nightshade. Also, Mac Megan with the $3 holla. So speaking of old school bangers, can you play Double Dragon song on the link, please? Absolutely. This one's almost done, and then we'll get your track going, man. Yeah, man, this was dope, dude. This is how it was, man. Like when me and my brother, when we would rent games, it was like a serious thing. Like when we would go rent a game, it was like, okay, what game are we renting? Like this is gonna be our weekend. We gotta plan it, you know, we got breakfast. Okay, we got homework, take care of that. Like, okay, we gotta beat this game. Here's where we are. Like, we didn't get it done last weekend. We gotta make sure we get it done because, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, we're just gonna cost us more money. It was a financial decision too because you only had a limited amount of funds. And if you can't beat a game in the weekend, then you wasted your money because you're gonna you can't play as many games because you have to, you have to rent the same game again so we can beat it, you know, if we like the game. So it was a serious thing. It was like, yo, we got to get this done, you know, because if we don't, we might not be able to rent a game or we're going to have to rent the same game and not be able to play more games, you know? So that's how it was back then, man. Like today's day, man, it's just, I don't know. It's whatever. I sound old. I am old. Yo, shout outs, Frank R. Thanks for the stream in memory lane, man. Yo, no problem. So did I miss you playing them, OJ? Damn, miss me playing what? All right, take it easy, Frank. Get that gym workout in, man. Good old days. Those are the memories I share with my two bros. My two bros, yeah, man. Are you gonna play WWE Battlegrounds? Nah. I think what's it called? Nah, I ain't gonna play it. It was serious. You got knocked out of Double Dragon 2. You could retaliate with super knee. You got up, yeah, man. The super knee. That's the DP knee. You know, a new Star Ocean. I like a new Star Ocean. KJP. I remember me and my cousins would stay up all night trying to beat Dick Tracy and Who Framed Roger Rabbit on the NES. Man, good times. Yeah, those games sucked, but we still played them though because Who Framed Roger Rabbit was really popular and Dick Tracy was really popular. So all these licensed games, a lot of them sucked or whatever, or were just like okay, but you still played them because of the IP, you know? You still played them, and you tried to like them because it was your weekend, you know? If you rented the game or if your parents bought you the game, well, that's what you've got. So you've got to like it or you've got to play it. You know, in today's day, there's so many free-to-play games. There's so much stuff that you like. Even if you don't like a game that your parents buy you, in today's day, it's like okay, go play Fortnite. Okay, go play Paladins. Okay, go play Spellbound. Okay, go play like all these other free. Okay, go buy a little indie game. You don't got any money? Okay, go buy Ori. You know, like 20, 30 bucks. Like you don't back then because it was just different, you know? You're right, OJ. I remember Blockbuster renting Super Nintendo games and smelling popcorn every time I walk in there. Yeah. Yeah, they'd have all the candy there, you know? So, like, they'd have the candy, they'd have the Butterfingers, they'd have the popcorn. Yeah, man. Man, it's the nostalgia. The nostalgia is so deep for that type of stuff, man. And, like I said, that's why, like, today, I mean, in today's day, it's hard to, like, back then, it was obviously worse than it is today, right? Games are way more accessible. They're cheaper. They're like, they sale discounts, which they did back then too. Like, you didn't have to buy games for $70. Like, they went on discounts and sales. Like, you can go to mom and pop shops and get Super Nintendo cartridges for cheap too, you know. But it was just a different time back then, you know. Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, I mean, and that's the whole point about, like, where you're born, where, like, what timeline were you born in, right? Like, there are people maybe 1,000 years from now will be like, oh man, we lived in a crappy timeline. Like, we lived in that look at what we passed down and say, yo, that timeline was trash. Whereas, like, we look at, like, 1,000 years ago and say, yo, that timeline was trash, right? So it's all perspective on, like, what timeline you were born in. So I kind of see it like this, Mac Mega. Like, we were born in a golden age timeline that you can't replicate, right? We were born in the age of when video games got started, right? Some of you guys weren't, but, like, you know, if you played Super Nintendo or if you played NES back when those systems came out, that was like the beginning. The 70s, the late 70s, 80s, that was literally the genesis of the modern video game era, the console. 80s for sure, late 70s, 80s for sure. So that's the time period, you know, that I was playing a lot of games in, like the arcade era, and that era can't be replicated because whatever people are playing in the future, it's just going to be an extension of what we got right now, which is virtual reality. You put something on, you build something onto a wall or to a TV, you have like a scouter and it plays something. But we were here during the genesis, you know what I'm saying? We were here during the beginning, you know? So that's, to me, that's the golden age, because you can't ever replicate the type of feeling that we got back then. I don't care how advanced technology gets in years and years and years from now, you can't replicate what we lived in. So I wouldn't trade the time period for anything. I personally wouldn't. So I see it more of a, we were blessed to be born in the time period, more so than, oh man, the time period's gone. Because there's a lot of new kids today that are sitting here arguing about pixels and stuff like that on Twitter, you know, which, like I said, we did that back then with bits, but to be honest, it was really about the games too. It's like, okay, you can have resolution, pixels and all that, and bits, but how good is the game? For example, Jaguar, 32-bit system, yeah, nobody gave a crap. It didn't have better games than the Super Nintendo, you know? So you can tout your bits all you want to, how do the games play? Those bits gotta do something, you know? Would there be any kids that were toxic about games? Oh yeah, there was definitely toxic kids back in the day, but I think the difference between toxicity back then is that it was more based on the game, more so than it was based on resolution. It's a different type of toxicity. Back then, it was based purely on the games for the most part. Yes, the system and the power played a part, but if you did not have the games to back that up, it was different. Today, kids will be arguing about resolution. They'll sit there and bash a game for resolution or for graphics, whereas back then, a lot of the games kind of looked the same. Yeah, there were games with better graphics, but a lot of them kind of looked the same, so it was really just based on how good the game looks, because we didn't have variable resolutions and, you know, all this type of stuff like that, you know? Which, I mean, they were there, but we didn't know about it. We didn't argue. I didn't hear anybody say 30 frames per second, you know, or 60 frames per second. Like, we didn't talk about that back in the day, you know, in the arcade or Super Nintendo, NES, Atari. It was just, is the game good or is the game bad? Is the game fun or is it not fun? You know, that's really all it was. Like, is the game good? Like Sonic, oh, the game's good. He runs fast and the game's good. It's fun. Mario, okay, he gets power-ups, he runs slow or not as fast, but the game's good. You know, like, that's just how it was. Like, oh, okay, Contra, I didn't know the frame rate. Nobody cared about frame rate about Contra. We didn't know what it was. We didn't care. We just know that you got guns, you wanted the spreader, you shot a bunch of people, and you go dun 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 dun, and you run into a screen, and it was the coolest thing that I've ever seen back then. That's just how it was. It wasn't, well, this game runs at 91440p at an advanced resolution with texture shade filtering, so therefore it is therefore, it's systematically better than your game that you play on here. Like, we didn't have none of that. Whereas that's how people try to prove that a game's better in today's day. Run at a high resolution. Oh. You know? I actually beat the Karate Kid and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I feel bad for you. I couldn't allow those games to beat me. Bro, those games are trash. Hot trash. All right, take it easy, Jetty. Talk fans did it. You're also right about that, but it was spread on the schoolyard, Joe Munger. You know, it wasn't online. It was spread on the schoolyard, and it was spread in like gaming magazines. Sometimes they would take questions from viewers, and you could write in, and you might be featured in the magazine. And sometimes people would say stupid stuff on there, but they did a good job of filtering out people that were crazy. But that's where the toxicity was spread. It was spread on the schoolyard. It was spread when you went to class, when you went to school. Oh, that game sucks. No, but the difference between back then and now is that back then they'd be like, all right, prove it. All right, show me. So it was like, okay, you're talking about like arcade days, right? People said, oh, that game sucks. No, this game sucks. All right, we go to the arcade. Let's go play. Let's have everybody around. Let's have the little breezies and everything. Let's all go there and play, and everybody can decide what's popping. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was back then. We would roll to the arcade. Oh, you think that game sucks? No, I'm gonna show you. Let me show you this, this, and this. You know, that's how it was back. I'm like, okay, no, that game was actually pretty dope. You know? Oh, yo, no, that game sucked. Or even like the NES days, it was like, okay, well, yo, you roll to my house on the weekend. Let me ask my mom, and you can come play this game. You know, it was a little bit different. Because I remember I was being like kind of fanboyish at one point, like when I was younger. One of my best friends, like, oh yeah, man, like, there's this system called Turbo Graphics. I'm like, oh, what's this Turbo Graphics thing? Like, nah, I ain't trying to play Turbo Graphics. Like, I got my Metroid and my NES. He's like, no, just play it. I'm like, all right, whatever. So then I go and play it, and he had this game called Bonk. And I'm like, yo, this game's dope. Like, it just took me 2 seconds to play the game. I'm like, yo, this game is freaking lit. You're this dude running around, you got this big old head, just be bashing people, head-butting people, you know, like, and then you fly, you get super bunk. I'm like, bro, this game is litty, you know? I mean, that was the only good game on the Turbo Graphics. No, I'm joking, there was more good games, but like, that's all it took back then. Where in today's day, even if people be sitting here, they can play stuff, they don't even want to try stuff out sometimes, you know? So yeah. Exactly. My friends were all just happy to play video games. Exactly. And that's the thing. Like back then too, there wasn't a lot of money for everything, right, Joe? Because like if you're talking like Sega days, the Sega Genesis cartridges, there wasn't a lot of money. So why sit here and be angry about this, and this? If somebody's got something and you see it on TV, it's looking kind of dope. I think people were more real back then with themselves. In today's day, a lot of people lie about what they would think that they would like or not because they're just like set in their ways. But back then, you could be easily swayed to try something out if a kid has it down the street or whatever. Like that's how I tried out, you know, Turbo Graphics. I didn't have one, and that's how I tried out Neo Geo. Like I was playing like the fighting games like Samurai Showdown. I'm like, yo, this is just like the arcade because that's where we played them, the fighting games. But Neo Geo came out. And one rich kid had a Neo Geo, because Neo Geo was like $600 back in like 93 or whatever it was, you know, like, who the heck has $600? I mean, I wasn't really a kid, but I was still young, you know, and man, like, that's what we did. I mean, I wasn't gonna get a Neo Geo, but I wouldn't hate on it, you know. You see, that's why I couldn't allow them to beat me. They suck bad. Yeah, I got you. We played the same game like 50 times, more than 50 times. Me and my brother, we beat Contra probably like 1,000 times. Me and my brother probably booted up Contra more than 5,000 times. I swear to you, I kid you not, we probably booted that game up maybe even more than that. Like, you played the heck out of your games, you know? After you've beaten it, okay, let me get a high score. Let me get the highest score here now, you know? That's why I love, to this day, linear games and the open world feel games are the grindiest. Yeah, I feel you. I think you have to be a member to get into the Spawncast Discord if he has one. Let's see here. The more friends you have, the more games to borrow. Yeah, exactly. The more games to borrow, the more chances of you running into different types of games and everything. Yo, what's up, KG Reacts? And he says, I remember when borrowing video games from your friends used to be a thing. Yeah. Well, now that you have like game sharing, right? So now it's like it's a bit different, but yeah, I remember borrowing games from my friends back in the day. Sometimes they would move away. You ever had that happen before? Where like you borrow a game from a friend and they moved away? Yo, that game's gone. Yeah, I've played Galaxy on 3D All-Stars, Arash. It's good. Me and my cousin were the same way with Guerrilla War. Nice. Guerrilla War, what's the NES game? Also, we know 3DS ended production not too long ago. Monster Hunter Rise coming next year. It's guaranteed Switch will surpass 3DS sales in 2021. Well, yeah, it's gonna. I think the 3DS is like at what 74, 75 million. So yeah, it's gonna pass it up easily. Saw you on NBC for the first time a few weeks ago. Cool channel. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that, man. Have you subscribed yet? Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button and notifications, please. I mean, my friend beat Contra so many times. I beat it with only losing one guy. My friend beat it once without a single death. Yeah, me and my brother got good enough to where we can beat the game with maybe losing 1 or 2 lives. Yo, thank you so much, Daniel M. I appreciate that, homie. Oh, okay, like Ikari Warriors. Okay, I got you. Pretty cool, Nate. I feel you on that one. Contra 3 Alien Wars fully remastered on the Switch. Or how about Contra, the new Contra, the game that came out? How about you get that instead? Was the PlayStation and N64 days different compared to the early 90s Sega and the NES? It was similar. Yeah, it was similar. Because you still had all the other things that you had before. The games were just the graphics were just better. But the NES, the NES Master System, Genesis, Super Nintendo, all of those, and then also with N64 and with PlayStation 1, all of those were they all kind of blended together in terms of like the atmosphere, how people would act and whatever the case was. Now the genres and type of games changed, right? And the style and like the what you could do changed. But arcades died even more by then. They were still around, but they died even more. But it wasn't until the GameCube and PS2. GameCube, PS2, Xbox, the 6th generation is when things started changing to what you guys see in today's day. Xbox Arcade, the digital game atmosphere, not having real physical games, paying for online, the modern sense, which Microsoft is the innovator in the way that modern gaming is right now. If Microsoft never came into the fray, I'm not sure how things would look, but everything how we see it right now in today's day is because of Microsoft. So good and bad. Good and bad. Microsoft is the modern innovator of how the atmosphere of games are today. Now, you can subtract Nintendo a little bit from that because Nintendo doesn't play by all of the modern rules, right? But how Microsoft and Sony operate and how like most people see gaming is because of Microsoft. Good and bad. Hard drives built into systems, digital games, digitally downloading them, paying for online. All of these things are things that Microsoft brought into the gaming industry with the original Xbox. So it is, I'm like, not really first-person shooters, but the craze of first-person shooters and online console first-person shooting. It started with Doom, and there was Doom, and there was other stuff before it, in GoldenEye. But Microsoft really brought that with online to the forefront with Halo and some of the other first-person shooters that came out. So a lot of the stuff that I don't like in gaming today was started by Microsoft. So the modern sense of how you see gaming today was Microsoft and the PS. That's when I felt that it changed. And plus we got online. So more people started getting high-speed internet. We're not talking about like, we're not talking about that. We're talking like high-speed broadband internet, then. So, and like chat boards, message boards, that's when like it all started with Microsoft in 2001, in my opinion. I do remember Street Fighter 2010, and that game pissed me off. RoboCop and 7-Up, I played all those games. Yep, exactly. 2 megabytes per second DSL. That was good back then. That's what I got to. I used to play Madden on like a 2 to 3 megabyte DSL connection That was good enough. That's what you did to play it. Because you couldn't play it. You couldn't play it on dial-up. You needed broadband. Some form of broadband or something like that, you know? So yeah, man. So it is what it is, you know. That new conscious trash. I know it's trash. I was just having a little bit of fun with you. Having a little bit of fun with you. All right. Do you think Sony will make a new Vita-like system? No. What's up, Anime Maniac? Alright, so have you taken anthropology in college? I'm taking it right now. Yeah, I did take it. 65K internet connection was where it's at. That's old school. I'm doing pretty good, Anime Maniac. How you doing? Wait a minute. Okay, I did play that song. I would argue that Dreamcast had more going for it than Microsoft. It was ahead of its time. Microsoft standardized a lot of stuff, but Dreamcast deserves more credit. It was ahead of its time. Yeah, Dreamcast was a little ahead of its time. It did have internet, but like, man, that internet was kind of crappy and like sometimes had trouble working, SegaNet. So Microsoft like modernized a lot of stuff. But yeah, you're right about that. Dreamcast was definitely ahead of its time. Had VMUs, you know, had a lot of cool stuff. But Microsoft, like I said, came in like with the hard drive, came in with the paid online. You know, like the broadband, paid online, built-in modem, you know, things. Dreamcast had a built-in modem too. Well, 56K modem, but yeah, you're right. Dreamcast definitely started it, but it was like a very small baby step, whereas Microsoft kicked down the door, planted their foot and said, hey, we're here. My name is Bill Gates and I got money. We're Xbox. Here's this big old box and this big old controller. You want to play games? Play your games. The Duke controller planet. Playing like this, you got little hands. Grow your hands bigger. Grow up. You're a little kid. This system isn't for little kids. This is for adults with big hands, baby. Woo! That's what Microsoft did, man. They literally did that. It's like they made the controller so big that little kids were like, Mom, there's a problem. Jetty out here like, oh no. Jetty out here struggling with that Duke controller. The Dookie. The Duke. Also, Microsoft had a lot to do with development of the Dreamcast as well. Yeah, they did. Let's see here. Nostalgia is good. Man, I'm so glad we don't have to dial up no more. I can't even use that phone. Well, that was like, nostalgia is good, but dial-up was never good. Let me tell y'all something about dial-up. Back when dial-up first started, nobody thought dial-up was good. Not a single person. Nobody liked dial-up. So even though it was the beginning, nobody liked dial-up. Nobody. I don't remember anybody that had Net Zero. Everybody thought Net Zero was trash. Even back then. We all thought it was trash. It was never like, oh man, look at this new technology. It's so cool. We all thought, man, this is trash. Is there a better way we can do this? Everybody thought it was trash back then. And we're just waiting for technology to advance to where we don't have to do this. But nobody thought it was good. Parents hated it because you'd be like, try to get on the phone. Nobody thought dial-up was good. Not a single person thought it was good back then, even back then. So we all knew it was trash, and we were all just waiting for something better to come about. You know, we had no choice, you know? We had no choice, though. I remember when Xbox was first announced back in the day, everyone laughed. People did laugh at it. People did laugh. Just gotta respect it for Rich, but trying to set limits on the economy is a problem on with eBay. Yeah, I think it was more passion. I saw Rich's video, but I think that was more passion than it was like you can't. It's capitalistic company. You can't set limits on capitalism, obviously, you know. So that's the biggest problem with what Rich said. Like, I get it, and I see why he's frustrated, but you can't set limits on that. You can't set limits on that type of stuff, you know. OJ, do you think the future we can see GameCube ports of the N64 online system in the future? Yeah, we could. AOL. I remember AOL. That was like, AOL was like early 2000s. You've Got Mail, America Online. And you thought that it was better, but it was still trash too. It just looked better. The interface was more clean. But it was still garbage. You know, it was still garbage. You know? Stop calling my house and keep disconnecting me from AOL messages. I know, seriously. Mac Mega with the fighting for his friends. With the $3, it says, I remember my mom disconnecting me from PSO every time she wanted to use the phone because of dial-up. LMAO, the horror. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I remember one time, I think what was I was online. I was downloading a ROM for the Japanese version of Dragon Ball. It was a Dragon Ball card game. I forgot. I want to remember it now. Let's see. What's that? Famicom, Super Famicom, Dragon Ball Z card game. What was the name of that game? I was down. Yeah, Super Saiyan Densetsu. Super Saiyan Densetsu. It's a role-playing card game that I used to play back in the day. And I used to play this back in the day because I didn't have a, what's it called? It never came out here in the US. And I was downloading a ROM, and my mom would try to get on the phone and would kick me off the ROM site. But I used to play this game back in the day, man. And I thought it was cool. This brings back memories. Look at this crappy music. It was an RPG. You used to fly around and fight different places. You can level up, get better cards. The random battle, dude. He barely even moved. You fought against a bunch of people that were like fake of the like Ginyu Force and other henchmen from Frieza. So I was downloading this game back in the day, dude. I don't even know how we knew about this game. My brother had all the sites. Oh, he dodged. Piccolo dodged. But you fought through. I think it went all the way through to the. I think it went to the. Did it go to the Android Saga? I forgot exactly where it went through. Or was it past that? You started at Raditz, you know. Oh, the three. Yeah, that was the mode 7. Yeah, the fake raccoon. Piccolo was a beast in this game. I had no idea what those things did, but you could see like some of it was translated though, so you know it was gonna be like health or something. Oh, wait, the mouth beam! Oh, look at that! Oh, he dodged it. Piccolo's a beast. I remember this. Also, you're upset. Oh, you remember this? Nice. This freaking stupid music. This guy's Piccolo is dope, dude. He's dodging everything. Oh, you got a gold card right there. That gold card you save for when you're fighting against like Frieza. He's gonna fight with Vegeta. They always say something to each other before the fight starts. Oh, he's done. Alright, let's see if they can actually move somewhere. Before there's another random... It was random battles. He's just grinding? Yeah, he's just grinding. Yeah, he's just trying to level up. Right. Oh, wait! Whoa, Frieza! Wait! Oh! Oh, they didn't... Oh, hold up. Oh, he's so strong, dude. You don't even move. Boom. Oh, oh, the kick! The Mud 7! Boom! Let's go. I remember all of this. Oh yeah, he's stacked. He's at level 40. Oh, he's at level 40. He's at the Frieza side. This man has been grinding. Is Frieza just chip? How is Frieza just chip? There's no way you fight Frieza there, dude. Yeah. You run away, you have to. Just made the think the show they would literally just stare each other down and talk smack for several episodes. I know they would. Yeah, I think they ran away from Frieza. Or do you fight him? He's still there! I remember this happened to me, but I have no idea what to do. I was like, ah, Frieza! What? Let's see how he deals with Frieza. Oh yeah, he's so OP. He would have got blasted to smithereens if he was lower level. They need to localize this game. Oh man, he's kicked Frieza up into the air. Oh, let's go! I remember that too. That looks so much like Piccolo. Got the Mode 7 Piccolo. Let's go! So, whoa. Yeah, he's not doing much damage to Frieza. Oh, another Mode 7 Piccolo! Okay. But he didn't hit him into like a, Yeah, Piccolo's his beast, you know? I loved how like they would transition. Oh, here comes Frieza! But and he... Oh, we did some damage to him! Okay. Yeah, the third stage Frieza. Wonder how he's gonna, because I remember getting my butt kicked by Frieza, and then I had to grind. I had to level up. I think I was like level 30 something when I was here, like 20 or 30 something. Boop. You're waiting for Goku to get here too. Like Goku's still not here yet, so you don't have him because you know he dies and then you wish him back with the Dragon Balls, and then he comes back here. F Dragon Ball Fighters, give me some more of this. I know! Dude, imagine this remade with like amazing graphics and everything. Like, yo, imagine this remade on... This would be dope, dude. I'd be so down to play this. The music, though, dude. It's a boss battle. The music doesn't even change. Oh, special beam cannon! Did you get him? Oh, he got hit with the special. Ooh, 104. Oh, and the follow-up. Wow, this man's Piccolo is freaking god tier. Frieza's still alive, though. Look at all that. Hit him with the special beam cannon and the follow-up. Dude, Frieza was a beast. It's called... Man, Dokkan Battle's not like this, bro. This is not Dokkan Battle. And I've played, like, there's a, what was the RPG? What is it? I have one of them. What's that game called? It's like Dragon Balls. I have the Dragon Ball Z card game. I forgot. What's it called? Super Dragon Ball, whatever. I have it somewhere here. But nah, that's not the same thing, bro. It ain't like this. This is different. I need this actual game. This actual game. I can't believe you're playing this. I love this game. No, I'm not playing it. I'm not playing it right now. We're watching somebody else play it. I played this game though, Coloco. Yeah, Dragon Ball World Mission or whatever. Yeah, I ain't talking about that game. It's the best DBZ game ever. I used to play this 10 to 15 years ago. Yeah, how did you play it? Did you download it off of a ROM site, Coloco? Because that's what I did. It took forever though. It was like a 40 megabyte game or something like that. Dude, it took forever. And like nobody could call, nobody could boot you off the internet. Oh, but you said like 10 to 15 years ago. So that means you had broadband internet back then, right? Because I played this in the 90s. I played this like when it came out in Japan. Like it came out in Japan, and like a couple years later, people put it up on a ROM site. And I remember there was just a picture of like Goku just like this. And like there was like a card and it was just Goku, and I was like, what's this game? We didn't even know what the hell it was. We just downloaded it. Dude, this Frieza battle is intense. It's the same thing over and over, but it's intense. When's Frieza gonna die? Can he? Oh, okay. Frieza's HP is almost done. He just needs a few more fights, and he'll beat Frieza. I kicked him up. Okay, first person Piccolo. Oh no. Next battle. Frieza's gonna get him here. It's purple. Yeah, the purple. It's Frieza's turn. Oh, but he missed. Is he gonna use anybody else? Nah, it's Piccolo's his beast. Maybe it was like, yeah, I was thinking maybe it was like 20 years ago, Coloco. I don't know if he played this 10 years ago. Yeah, maybe like 20 years ago, yeah, because that seems more likely. The time flies by, huh? We're old, but we're like not old, right? Like we don't feel old, but we're like old. Like I don't feel super old, but I'm old. Like the hop over only did 3 damage, not much. He's almost dead here. I'm gonna just bust up the special beam cannon to finish him off. That's the best thing about having ever drives nowadays. Although oh, he's done. Was that 200,000 experience? It's so funny, like Yamcha's here. Yamcha's dead. Ah, Frieza! Don't know what he's saying. It's just a green screen. Oh, but now he's gonna transform. You haven't even seen my final form. Did he explode into his next transformation? Uh-oh. But wait a minute, where's Goku? You don't use Goku here? I could have sworn that Goku's here. See, I forgot. Oh my gosh, what a battle. How long does this go on for? Let's see. See first person Frieza. Pixelated. Ooh! Only 14 damage. I thought I was gonna do more than that. Oh, this is the end. Okay, Goku comes in here. I knew it. I knew it. I knew Goku comes in here. So Goku's hella OP in this game. Yeah, Piccolo fights Frieza. I thought Goku would have been... Yeah, you're right. Piccolo fights him first. Then you take over as Goku. And then you have to fly towards them. But you don't even know where they're at. I remember getting lost here. So you can go in there. Can you see... Oh, you can like buy equipment or stuff here? Yeah. I never knew what the hell I was doing. What this stuff was. It's based off of points. You can buy a Bulma or Elder Group. Alright, let's see if we can get it to the fight with Free. Okay, yeah. Oh, they changed the music. Okay, hold up. Okay, there you go. You find them. Ah, here comes Goku, yo. This weird. What is this music? I have no idea what they're saying, but they're having a conversation. Oh, here we go. This is when Goku turns Super Saiyan. There's Vegeta. He kills Vegeta. I think it just goes up to here. What up? Spirit Bomb? Oh, you're charging the power for the Spirit Bomb. That's why he's flashing. I don't think this game is localized. LeBron Jackson, Super Mario 3D All-Stars is already out. It's out today. Oh, man. Alright. This fight goes on for so long. That's a huge battle, guys. It takes forever to beat Frieza in his final form. Look how long that takes. Never understand why they didn't build on this game series. The car battle system. They have one. What's it called? Man, let me try to show it to you. They did make a new game. It's based off the arcade game, but it's not based off like the actual show. Like where like. I forgot what it's. What's it? So I can show you guys. I have so many games I freaking forget where I put stuff. I don't know where that game is at. I have no idea where that game is at. I forgot what it's called though. Dragon. Hey, let me show it on screen. Like, let me, what's that, Dragon Ball Z Heroes, it's like Switch? Yeah, it's like yeah, Super Dragon Ball Heroes, yeah, this is it right here. So this is probably like the evolution
what is up, heroes
of the game. I ain't trying to talk to Hero Velocity. Good guy, but, so it's like, this is how it looks like now, like, so it's like this, but it's not based off of like, it's not based off of like the show, like where it's like a whole separate thing. There's a bunch of like weird stuff. It's not based off the actual show. It's like its own unique thing. Like it's just, I don't like the style of it, you know, but it is kind of like technically speaking cards and, you know, I mean, it's good, but it's not exact. It's like not exactly like it's too complicated. That's the thing that I don't like about this game. It's like way too complicated. That game, I didn't even understand it, and that game was simpler to play in Japanese than this game is to play in English. This game, but it's good. It's not a bad game at all. It's not a bad game, but it's just too much. But yeah, you use cards and all this. But this is, but yeah, it's an RPG. Yeah, it's an RPG battling card game. where you level up your cards and you do all that type of stuff. So this is the evolution of what it was before. But remember, that game that we played that we just talked about from the Super Famicom, that actually was based off of the show. You went through, you fought Raditz, you fought Frieza, you know, like you fought Vegeta on Earth. Like it was actually based off the show. This is just some random story made up with all sorts of, you know, stuff, you know, like with a bunch of weird, like, you know, like different versions of characters and pressing different buttons and stopping and just, I don't like the flow of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the flow of this game. The flow of this game is too jank. It's a good game, but it seems like a game that, like, if you were in Japan and you go to the arcades to battle with your homies or like the battle people, it'd be more fun, right? Because like you buy the card packs, because this game right here, it's an arcade game in Japan. In Japan, you have these crazy looking machines. And I think there's even some here where you actually buy the cards and then you use those cards to play against other people. Like you have a bunch of people playing against each other using their cards, almost like an active, like a Pokemon battle, right? So it's like that in Japan. And like, that's dope. Like, but they tried to translate it over to like, you know, to a console experience. And while it works somewhat and there's online play and you don't have to worry about buying cards, and like, it's cool. It's just, I don't know. It's just not my thing, you know? You know, it's just not my thing, so. But no, it's cool. It's definitely cool. It's definitely cool. It's a good game. It's on Switch. It's a good game. You guys can buy it. It's called Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. Like, it's a good game, but it's just, I don't know. It's just, to me, I rather have like the Baten Kaito style, where it's like, it's not about competitive battling against somebody else. It's a single player RPG. And then like you play through like an actual story that's like canon story. Like this is more, there's a story in this, but it's a made up story. And it's more about the online multiplayer, more so than anything, you know? Yeah, I played Mario, Rocky 92. My son played it all the time in Japan. It's amazing in the arcade. Yeah, it's the arcade experience is where it's at, you know? Like if you buy the packs of cards, and if like a lot of the times, like you'll buy a new pack of cards and you'll play right there. Whatever cards that you got, okay, I'm gonna use that. Like you can, it's the cool thing about it, like the arcade machines, it doubles as a vendor for cards and the arcade machine. So you can buy cards right there and then play. So you buy your cards, and then you play the game right there. So you can buy packs. It doubles. It's both. It's a card slot, and then you can also win cards too. From what I understand, like if you beat the person or if you beat the computer, whatever, you can actually win certain cards as well. If I'm not correct, I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure you can win cards as well. You know, like they'll give you cards based on how you did or whatever the case is. It's a really cool concept, but to me, it just doesn't translate completely over to playing on a console. Like it loses some of the excitement, you know, of like the cool arcade scene, you know? I got 2 PS5s, yes. When you were talking, people were arguing about frame rates earlier. It reminds me of people saying music is not mixed right. Either thinking, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, man. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here, guys. Oh, snap! But before we wrap it up here, Mensa Botang with the Hokage tier pledge. Let's go. Before we wrap it up, Mensa Botang becoming a Hokage tier ninja. Let's get it. Thank you so much, Mensa Botang, with a huge pledge. You guys give some, and I think Mensa, you said that you were gonna do that, didn't you? You said that you were. Yo, you guys give some love, respect, and emotes to Mensa Botang with a huge pledge. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Mensa, check out the new perks and benefits that you got for going Hokage tier. I do appreciate that, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Seriously, you're awesome. Mod for Mensa. All right, yeah, he's been here long enough. We get Mensa with the mod. He's been around long enough. I got you. Legacy of Goku, those were good games, man. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please make sure you check out my most recent videos on the channel. I have a brand new reaction from the Nintendo Direct Mini, Monster Hunter Rise, and more. please make sure you guys check that out if you haven't already done so. All right, guys, check out that video if you haven't done so. I'm gonna put up a video on 3D All-Stars. I'll maybe put up a video tomorrow morning on 3D All-Stars. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna play some 3D All-Stars and put up a video tomorrow morning on it. All right, guys, so we will see you guys. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning for more streaming and more action. I also have a video on PlayStation prices and stuff like that, so check out that, and a video on Monster Hunter Rise as well. So we got a bunch of cool videos. All right, guys, so check out the videos on the channel. Check out my channel. Check out all the videos. Make sure you watch them. They're good stuff. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate that, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.